Previously on Star Wars: Darkest Dawn. The team has successfully landed on the salvage world of Ferrix in the Outer Rim systems, using a cover story that they are stopping for refueling, resupplying, and potential starship upgrades. While on their way back to Elrud, the team begins looking for their contact planet side. Using the information the team had obtained prior to landing, they discover that their contact, Bix Colleen, is the owner of Colleen Salyard, a popular salvage yard for droid and ship parts. Unfortunately for Lord Remark, he was not as smooth or as eloquent as their employer might have hoped, and hastily threw the payment on the counter for Bix to take possession of. Alarmed at his lack of discretion, Bix hastily closed all of the blinds and locked the doors before someone could see what sort of a transaction was taking place. Once the social faux pas had been taken care of, the team took possession of the K-65 data core they had been sent to obtain. While the rest of the team returned to the ship to discuss the next course of action, Drade slipped outside to speak to the technician who'd been overseeing the refueling and cleaning of the Blue Saber. Drade slipped the technician a sizable payment and tip, and learned the location of the Corsec Information Center in town, and also learned a little about how the locals feel about the Imperial presence on Ferrix. As the rest of the team had engaged in idle chit-chat, and in a moment of brevity, Halotak confesses that he too is wanted by the Empire. This confession has made the team realize that most, if not all of the team, has a reason to remain hidden from Imperial forces, and has reinforced the need for discretion.
have to save the tattoo for the
Later. All right, there we go. We have finally tuned out the music. My ceiling is no longer dripping, and we are back with more Star Wars Darkest Dawn. So, hello.
Hey.
Alrighty. So we have already had the recap as of this point, which has played in the beginning part of the game.
I
and
love those.
Colin has run off.
Hi, Colin. Where'd Owen go?
NNOFT.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. So we left off, if I recall, shopping was going to be happening. Did you guys sleep in the hotel or on the ship?
ship.
The ship, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, between Owen and Olatek, we're like, I don't think we need to go out.
Sounds good. So there is a first thing in the morning. You can start to hear the gongs coming from outside once again as the day is starting, and then of course there is an alarm that starts chiming on the inside of the ship. Just a morning, a timer based upon whatever galactic standard is at that point in time in that area, specifically set up for Drade. Oops, you know what? Would help if people saw me too. This is what happens when your upstairs neighbor doesn't know how to control water.
Damn those non-water benders.
I know, just... Who would have thought to qualify for a water bender, all you had to do was know how to turn off and on water?
Wow.
Right?
Go fig.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Uh-huh.
so now I'm here, I'm back, everybody can see me. Ta-da! All right, so, but a slight little kind of a gently playing chime in the background that has the sounds of probably a seashore, some generic seashore, just like waves kind of crashing up against some rocks and beach and whatnot. Very, very chill. It's just enough to wake you up, not enough to make you want to whip out a weapon and pistol whip the alarm clock or something. So,
Whack out. Whack.
Olatek's loving that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. So then, Drade will get up. He'll get himself ready, organized, and then go meet up with Tycho and Owens. We can go do our thing.
All right.
You know, I was just thinking.
uh-oh. A dangerous
Oh, no.
pastime. I know.
Oh no.
All of a sudden, I just want to call him Gaston.
What about if you two guys go and I stay on the ship safe?
You can keep me company.
And I can keep Alatak company.
All right, fearless leader. I guess we can do that if we need you for whatever reason. You're a comm link away. Oh, did you get a comm link? Did the
Yes, Nasara and Ashi got us comlinks.
Good.
So you're feeling a little gun shy after yesterday.
Yeah.
So, Drade, why don't you give me a perception check real quick?
Okay. Perception. Okay.
Yeah, we tried the visitor center, I want to say.
I got 11.
11. Okay. So as Tycho is telling you, maybe he should stay, kind of recommending that he hang back or whatnot, ever so quietly, you hear the humming and clucking of the small little flat-muzzled avians called porgs in the background. Making vaguely chicken-like noises.
Hey, Tycho, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
what's up?
happen to know what's clucking in my ship, would you?
Nope, I have no idea. I do not purchase birds. That is not my specialty.
I didn't say they were birds. I just said clucking.
So, clucking only exists in the avian species?
Come on, man. What are they? What's going on? You had to be behind it, and that's why you're going to be on the ship. What's happening?
No, there are no birds anywhere.
All right, I gotta go find them. Hold on a second. Anyway, if you want to stay here, that's fine by me. Again, comlink if we need you, emergency or what have you. All right, here, clucking birds. Where are you? And he's
Oh,
gonna
no.
go look for the source of them.
Okay. Roll perception again.
You did say clucking birds, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just clarify.
There was no autocorrect here.
Okay.
Would I roll a search because I had
Yes,
search?
yes.
Okay, cool.
Clucking birds.
11 again.
Okay. So you're poking around it. It's really hard to make out the sounds that you're hearing. You occasionally hear it. It doesn't seem super close, but it's just noticeable. And like just outside the cockpit window, you can see that looks like somebody landed overnight, and they're disembarking a lot of the cargo. And you can see that one of the crates fell over, and so some of the crew seem to be rounding up some sort of like little creatures back into a cage that doesn't have the bar slats. They've got the holes, kind of like an oversized animal carrier.
Okay,
Oh.
gotcha.
Poor cluckers.
Huh.
Well,
Shoot.
cluck.
So if Owen happens to be there, he's going to be like, "Hey, I'm going to go see if I can help them get their little dudes back in the cage there, and then we can take off." But apparently, Tycho, he's going to stay on the ship.
Wait, I want to go help with the birds.
Oh, so now
sure.
you want
Now
to
you want to help with the birds.
The
Fine.
birds!
Well, here, tell you what then. If you can go help with the birds, that'll give Owen and me more time to do our thing.
I don't like birds. I'm sorry.
You can stay on the ship. It's fine. The birds are outside, fortunately.
I mean, they taste good and all that, but I'm not gonna go out of my way.
If they're on the ship, I would have offered to make them dinner. If you get what I mean.
Tycho, for the sake of the birds' lives, could you go help them, please?
Sure.
Before any of these guys decide to
Turn them into, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Owen, did you want dinner? I can work on that while you're away.
Looks like
So-
we have to purchase some first.
if we find one that mysteriously disappeared.
So, is animal handling a thing in this game? Or should I roll from my vampire sheet?
Yeah, good question. Considering you
That's
need a
funny.
D6 to roll and not a D10.
Oh.
Burr, 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 burr. And I believe there is a version of like animal handling in this.
Let's see.
Not beast writing.
Oh, maybe I can use beast riding at a higher difficulty.
No.
You want to ride a
A baby chicken.
Tycho's not right in the head.
No.
Mm,
Let's see. Alien species would be appropriate.
ooh, do I have that?
You should.
Yes, I do.
Alien species is under knowledge if you don't have it.
Yes, perfect. I shall use the call of the cluck to gather all of them together, and they'll think I'm their mommy, and then I will put them all into the into the bin.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes. This is
Now all of
excellent.
a sudden, I'm imagining Tycho as Danny from Hot Fuzz, just wandering around the ground, just going Hong, Hong.
You gotta walk like a chicken too.
Oh yeah, I have alien. I have alien species. I can also mimic the walk. I
You
like
can walk
This
the
is the
walk.
time that I wish
Talk.
that there were cameras, portable, actual cameras to take pictures. Blackmail.
Are you gonna roll, Davy?
Oh, that's
Or-
right. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do kind of have to roll.
It happens. Right?
I was looking at the different skills. I'm sorry. 3D plus 1. 3D6 plus 1.
That was funny as hell.
Oh, and it blows up.
It blows up. Your wild die got a 6, so go ahead and roll 1d6 more.
It blew up again.
Roll again.
Dude.
You are the chicken whisperer.
I am the chicken whisperer. Let's go.
You know, you
mean the
couldn't do
chicken
this
hunter?
when it really counts.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna get into it like a blaster fight.
So-
it's gonna be one.
So you guys step out. Tycho steps out of the ship as well, clearly interested in the case of animals that have fallen over, and you must see like 30 porg all over this flight deck at this point, just like flapping their little flippers around and waddling and howling to one another and whatnot. And for some stupid reason, maybe it was because you just were not interested in whatever political commentary was going on at the time, or you were in a doctor's office, back on your home planet that, happened to be on one of those Discovery-like channels or something where they're just running, mindless information about like a race that's not going to matter to anybody. But that particular day, it happened to be about the Porg. And so you just walk out and immediately what to do. So you guys start to see Tycho get like in a specific stance and start like, kind of doing the turkey thing with his neck. And making these bizarre sounds, and immediately like all of the Porg are like starting to, look around and see Tycho as like one of their own sort of thing. So they'll like occasionally fly up and like lay on his shoulder or something, or like they'll walk next to him as he's walking around.
As Owen and Drake are like walking away from the ship, like turns around and sees us like, of all the skills he had, that's the skill he. Strange crew. Okay, let's keep going.
Agreed.
This must be
Agreed.
what going insane feels like.
I don't. Let's just go.
Okay, so Drade and Owen, where were you guys going?
See, so the night previous we had gone to the InfoSec building, but that was a bust. So we're going to the other location.
It was the
That,
white one, right?
Yeah.
The flight deck.
Let's
No.
see here.
No, it's where you planned your
was-
flights.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically going to the terminal. You can
Exactly,
book
yeah, there we
flights
go.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're headed down to the terminals to see if we can find a spot to plug in.
Okay. Why don't you both go ahead and start rolling for search at this point? There is some foot traffic down along the ground floor of the city where you guys are at this point, as many people are either getting up and going to work in support of those people who are doing the hard labor, or they're all hopping on what appears to be like a mini transport and it's standing room only that
I'm
takes
gonna
them
let Theo
over to
do
the
his
furnace.
first. He just blew up.
Yep. Alright, total of 19.
Okay.
17.
Nice.
Not too shabby.
I had a +2 in search.
So as you guys look around and find the terminal where you can book passage from, which is actually just down and maybe a block over from where you guys are actually parked for this particular flight pad. You can see it's open for business. Nobody's currently there. Looking around, it is a pretty solid brick-built building. There are no external ports of any kind, so you would probably have to get on the inside somehow and hack in physically. Or it may be possible if you had the equipment to get into like the building behind it or something and try to Ocean's 11 it, like get in, to the wiring from the other side or something. But that might be difficult finding the tools in short notice.
Okay. Let's see here. So, Drade looks to Owen and he's like, well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Well, we can't just waltz in from the front. People are going to see this and report to security.
Right. We can try to sneak in. I mean, we might be able to get in through the passage in the back, the other building.
Yeah,
But,
I was thinking go around back.
You have any experience doing that?
Well, I have some skill in computers, but that's just because I was on Imperial fleets.
Gotcha. Well, fortunately, you and I have got some of that experience. That's good. I think that's probably all we'll need. But yeah, let's see what we can do then.
If anything happens, don't worry. I'm packing heat.
Good to know. Remember, stun.
Can't promise that given I'm wanted.
Yeah. All right then. So then, yeah, Drade goes ahead and starts heading round back. This looks like that's going to be the most clandestine way into the thing.
Owen follows and makes sure it's just no
Sure.
one security-wise notices.
Yeah. So if you've seen Andor, again, a lot of the buildings have kind of small alleyways in between them with just stairs that kind of go up to other levels. Everything here very solid and old brick built looking buildings. There is another building directly behind the flight terminal. You're unsure of what it is, though. The door is currently closed. Thankfully, you're on the outside. It's not like you're skulking around too much, so it doesn't look super obvious. However, if you do try to do something to the door, that could draw unwanted attention. But otherwise, right now, it just looks like you guys are going up a level somewhere.
Okay. All right. Are there any security cameras in the area, especially looking at the door?
That is a great question. Why don't you both give me perception checks?
All right.
Looky.
Just base perception.
Yep.
What is it you guys are doing? I missed context.
We're trying to upload his new ID into the Imperial DataNet.
Is there
Ah,
a reason you
damn
didn't
it.
bring me?
I botched.
Nice.
Is there a reason you didn't bring me and my droid?
Is you could choose to either go with them or you could come shopping with me and Ashi.
No, I built this identity and I have the stats to hack it into the computer system.
Okay.
So I'll
So
be
then-
swapping with them.
Okay. Yeah. So then I would have gone ahead and like contacted you and been like, "Hey, Montan, you awake finally?"
Yeah, I'm up.
Oh, good. All right. Hey, could you make your way over to the flight terminals? It's not that far. We're trying to do the thing, and could probably use your help.
All right, I'll be right there.
All right.
When I get there, I don't notice much. I rolled a 4.
I bought.
You gotta
seven.
roll and write down it's a 3d6. That's
Yeah,
why it's doing
You
that.
put
Oh.
3D. You put 3D plus 2.
Yep.
Yeah, well.
So impressive for being plus 2, I guess.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
There we go, 15.
Nice.
So you guys are looking around. You don't really notice any security cameras of that nature.
Okay.
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Okay, so can I roll security to figure out a way in?
From the door? Absolutely.
Well, yeah. $14.
Boy, you. Oh, never mind. That was the reroll you had. Okay. Wow. Not a great roll. Thankfully.
Not for 5D, no.
Yeah, not for 5D. So you're looking at it. 15 actually, or 14, I should say. Let's see, where does that put you at? Moderate.
And I've got my droid with me.
Okay. So you're looking at it. The door or the lock on it isn't going to be difficult, but it could be time consuming because it looks like it's an older style lock. So you can definitely pop it, but it means you're going to be kind of out in the open for a little bit while you do it. So you guys might want to plan on how you're going to do this.
It's older, but while we could just break it, we could also just try and see if we can.
Well, I can probably pick the lock, but I'm going to be standing there looking like I'm picking the lock while I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's
And that
the problem.
means we get a distraction going. And Drade looks around. How many people are in the area that might be like willing to watch? Is there like a bunch of crowds or just a few people?
No, actually, right now, the only people that are going back and forth are all going to work.
Okay. Gotcha. So then he's like, there aren't that many people. If you time it right, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'm going to stand over there, away from us, and if I see any of them trying to see what you're doing, then I'll grab their attention and start talking to them. But once you've made it in, give me a signal or contact me on the comms.
Okay, the signal is when the door opens.
That works. All right. So then Drake goes ahead and walks over to where people would be walking back and forth and just kind of stands up and leans up against the wall, just like he's hanging out, making sure to watch if anybody's going to be
Owen
looking
just
down the
hang.
way.
Yeah, Owen just hangs out where he can see in case anyone tries to same thing that Dre's doing, but he's just more on the lookout for possible like snitches or whatever.
Okay.
Those who go.
So
out
you
their
guys
way
are
to-
posting yourselves up somewhere as lookout. So
Yep.
Drade, are you staying near the front of the? Are you staying near the front of the building you're trying to? Not the building you're trying to get. Well, basically the building you're trying to get into, where you book your flights. And Owen, are you down the alleyway the other direction, or?
down the alleyway.
Okay,
We can do that, yeah.
that'll work. Okay, Montan, why don't you go to work?
Oh, God.
I like it.
God. 11
Okay. So
with
you
3
pull-
ones or 2 ones in that roll.
Yep. So you pull out your tools, start picking at that lock, and at that point your droid chimes in. Tools wrong. You got. and then it like beeps again, and it says, "You picked the wrong tools."
I don't think he doesn't have lockpicking yet. Damn it. All right, well, get the right tools. Try again.
Okay. So at this point, about 5 minutes have passed by. Go ahead and try it again.
Damn, 13. Like, not bad rolls, but man, I could be doing so much better.
Yeah. It's more like the count at this point. 1, 2, 2 twos, 3 twos, 4 twos. Wow. Okay, so you're going at it again. The only thing you can really think of at this point, maybe you're kind of nervous because you're out in the open and you're traveling with people that seems like everybody is wanted. You're kind of edgy. Usually you're used to doing this like in the middle of the night, not like broad daylight. So it's concerning. Okay, so those of you keeping watch, Montan is still working on the door. Drade and Owen, why don't you both give me search checks?
Okay.
You are just keeping your eyes on the people who are going to work right now.
Yeah. 13.
I don't even need to say because I got the same number as them.
13. Two 13s.
Tonight it's mediocre night in the Dice channel.
I know, yeah. It's like today
that was
on
every night.
today on Star Wars Lukewarm.
That was bad.
So you guys
UVSA.
are kind of leaning back and watching out. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. The guy up in the tower has finally stopped clocking that big old block of metal that he's been, hammering on to symbolize, I guess, the start of the day, maybe. Okay. And occasionally you'll see, down where you're at, Drade. Occasionally you'll see it looks almost like a speeder bike converted to like maybe it was elongated and then it was given like an upper rack where people can put like one boot, hang off the side and hold on to the bar, and it can carry like up to 10 people, in. It's very makeshift. It doesn't look like it's something you would buy like in a store like that. It's just something that people have gotten as a way of a makeshift taxi to get into the furnaces and where most of the people here do their reclamation work on junk. So
Gotcha. And it's like using repulsor lift technology, just floating around. Okay.
Yep. Montan, why don't you give me one more roll? You're about 15 minutes into it at this point.
Look, guys, I'm trying here. 20.
Oh,
with the
not
6.
yet. I'm gonna say, got a 6.
Woohoo.
Finally. 22.
Dos. Okay. So finally, and it doesn't pop open with any sort of authority, but you can see it kind of and come ajar. So you can just manually take your paw and push it open the rest of the way.
Owen sees this and just comlinks, doors open.
Nice, on my way. So then Drade walks over. Joins
Okay.
him.
You come. Everybody kind of hastily comes in. Droid kind of. There are no lights in here. It's very dark. There's only one window. It looks like it has a stained, what may have been white curtain at one point in time, over the one window in here. So it's not really casting a whole lot of light. The droid just puts on what is the equivalent of Google Flashlight. And with a little diode, casting enough light so you guys don't like stumble or whatnot. It's just kind of like looking around. Ooh.
I just realized it's on my sheet that I have an electronic lockpicking kit.
Nice.
I don't know if it gives me bonuses because I can't find it in the books, but I had it.
Food for thought. Sometime later.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
That just
this
means
should
that you had a what's his name from Harry Potter. the big guy?
Hagrid.
Hagrid. Yeah, you just had
Should
Hagrid.
have thought of
But
that.
All right, this should lead down to the terminal.
no, it's just what this here is. It looks like it was probably somebody's maybe workshop or something. There are some towels and whatnot thrown over. Some workbenches that were in here at one point in time. There's a beat up chair that's toppled over. A healthy layer of dust in here. It doesn't look like anybody's been in here for some time.
All right, so we should. So we are over the terminal from the looks
Okay.
of it, because this building, if we are correct, is over it.
Yeah, let's see. Where would we have to be to get there? So Drake especially is going to be looking around to see from in here, where would we have to go to get to the room that has that port?
What the heck is that?
What?
It's one of those porgs, apparently.
Or a
Oh,
ca-
sorry.
or a cat getting out of cat box.
It's an ice port.
Oh, that must have been one of the twins getting ice. I did not even notice.
That's fine. It's just it was totally timed right at the moment when I was getting ready to say something. So everybody's like waiting. It's like crunch, 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 crunch. Okay, so anyways, guessing as you kind of turn and look, if you turn to your left, you're probably the backside of the terminal at this point. Thankfully, it's mostly just one big room in here.
Yeah. Okay. So right about here, and he points over to like that spot, is where the terminal would be that we'd need to access. It looks to Montan. You think we could just maybe cut a hole or take out a panel here and access it just from the back? Especially with your droid?
We would need to lower some. We would need something to lower someone down, but shouldn't be too hard.
We'd be missing the port on this side.
Well, true. We wouldn't have the port. That's why I'm asking you. You think there's some way to bypass it, or do you think we should just go for the port? Because otherwise, then we have to make our way in that room somehow.
I personally think we should lower down, because we saw from the outside that there was no really good way to get to that port from the outside.
Well, right. Montan, you're the technical guru here. What's going to be easier for us? You think?
Jerry,
What can we
does it
do?
look like are the walls paneled like in any sort of way that we could
Rick.
get into? Okay.
You're physically going to have to cut into it.
Do you guys have the tools to cut through this stuff? I did not bring construction tools except a blaster, and I don't think we want to be firing that.
I got a graffiti stick.
That's not going to do it. That's not a tool. That is a weapon. If somebody were shopping, hint hint nudge nudge, a plasma torch might be suitable to cut through the brick on this side and gain access to conduit in between.
Ooh.
You know what? Here, I think the ladies are still doing their thing, and he goes to his comms and goes, "Hey, Nasara, are you still shopping, perchance?"
Yeah, we're gathering some of those supplies. Did you need anything?
Yeah, could you find a plasma cutting torch? You know, portable, handheld.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
we've got lots of those around here.
I have a plasma welder. This is Allotech.
Oh,
I've got
yeah, but that's for welding. Can that work well for cutting?
I've got a beam drill. What else do I got? Vibro saw. I mean, like, I do not have a plasma torch.
Vibro saw might work. I mean, it's a saw on brick.
Yeah.
A
'Cause-
drill might work. But same thing. You have to keep lining up circular and eventually pry it off.
Like we're trying to get through brick. So you think any of those would work well against that, or would those tools break?
They won't break. It'll just take a lot longer. I would be willing to chip in for that plasma torch because I would like to add that to my collection.
We're Owen just turns in. We're trying to get. We found a port, but thing is, the actual port is on the inside. There's no external ports.
Yeah, we're working on a workaround here and need to cut through a wall.
Found an old workshop above the damn thing.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not. Keep in mind, it's not above. It's almost the same level. These are just they're just gradual staircases. I know you haven't seen it, Colin, but
Sorry.
if you watch Andor, they're not like steep staircases. They're very gradual in between down the alleyways.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep that in mind, but my mind keeps going
It's fine.
to 2-4, 2-4, 2-4.
That's fine. Just letting you know.
Yeah, can you could you send T4? Wait, out of character, could the droid carry that sort of thing?
Right.
I mean, I haven't given him like a hold or anything. He would have to be carrying it in his claw outside the body, which is a bad move.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Never
not
mind.
practical.
Down with the plasma torch.
Yeah, no.
So,
Especially
okay,
on
so-
Andor, given someone might grab it for work usage.
Okay, so scratch that. Where
put
would
a helmet
you meet
Is
up?
there, Dre? Do you have a helmet somewhere in your ship here I could put on?
There might be a spare somewhere. I don't usually use one. Why?
Owen just
A
thinks
helmet that
I got
a
a good
helmet that
idea.
would fit you?
Get Taco off his ass and
Yeah,
get
guys,
the door.
guys, hold on a second. Everybody's starting to talk over one another, so please take turns.
So in response to Brittany, yes, and that's a good point. It probably won't fit me.
Is that for like a disguise
about-
you're talking?
Yeah.
I have a hooded cloak in my room if you want to use that.
I could do that. So I could meet up with you. I mean, would it just be easier for you to purchase it and meet back up with Dre?
What do you think, Miss Ara?
How about
Maybe
this?
one of us could bring it
How about
to
I?
the ship, and then he could take it. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'll just take it to him, guys. Just take it to him. I'll just take it to him.
Oh, you mean you're going to actually leave the ship?
Yeah, the porgs were fun. Did you see me? They all followed me like I was their mom. It was so cute.
It was uncanny.
Yeah.
It was different.
All right,
Hello?
Tycho. So go meet up with Ashi and Nasara and go get that tool and go bring it to Drade.
What about if I go to Drade first, then Nasara, then back to Drade?
Why?
Unnecessary.
Anyway, yeah. Bye. And he's gonna go. He's gonna go to wherever the Nasara is shopping for the plasma torch.
Oh,
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Side eyes trade.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Tycho, as you go and meet up with Ashijak and Nasara, they are currently at Jabadari Parts. It is a storefront that it sits just off of one of the junk piles that's here in town. And it has its own small yard in the back where it looks like maybe they keep some bigger stuff or things that can't fit very well on shelves. On the inside, they've got they have two rows. They have two rows on the inside with what would appear to be kind of like the plastic milk carton sort of thing, but it's set at a ledge, so that way you can just use it as a shelving unit sort of thing. And they've got like some miscellaneous droid parts, and they've got some miscellaneous StarCraft parts, and then they like on the back walls, they've got a couple bigger items, like repulsor lift shaft, for certain vehicles, that sort of thing. So they kind of have a mix of whatever they can salvage from the wrecks outside.
Ooh, okay. Oh man, Montan's missing it. Look at all these droid parts. Oof.
And of course, the ladies, if I recall, you guys were trying to go get comlinks, among other things.
Yeah. And I think we already got them.
We did the comms. I mean, we left off the last game like in the middle of the shopping. So
Yeah.
I figured we went home and then slept and then came back the next morning.
That's fine. So then what are you
whatever.
shopping for now?
Spare blaster power packs, medical supplies, ship upgrades, a droid socket, and maybe a speeder for local transport.
Gotcha.
And I think
Okay.
she's
what
going
I
to add, and she's going to look for a cloak for their I can never
Altec.
remember his name.
Alotech.
Yes, thank you, Elitech.
Alvin. His new name is Alvin.
No.
Oh,
Then I'll call you Tony there. Tony.
yes.
Tycho,
Let's go. Yes.
Tycho Tony.
Tycho
Tony, Tony the Tycho.
Tony the Tycho.
He's great. Perfect timing.
Jinx.
Oh, my.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, what did you guys find the plasma thing yet?
So you have managed to find 3 additional power packs that can be converted to blaster packs with very minimal work. That is going to that will set you back 15 credits. What else? Clothing cannot be found here, so anything made of cloth, no go.
Okay.
You said
So-
that was for blaster power packs?
Yes. Well, power packs that
Only
can be
found 3?
converted to blaster power packs
Okay.
with minimum work. So that's 15 for those.
15 each or 15 total?
15 total. So 5 each. And what else were you looking for?
Medical supplies, ship upgrades.
Doesn't have any medical supplies here. This is in this particular store. It's mostly just secondhand, third-hand junk that can be repurposed or reusable parts, that sort of thing.
I wrote down ship upgrades and a droid socket, but I remember there was some discussion after game that a socket may not be specifically what we need. So maybe
A droid socket was specifically what the droid asked for.
well,
Yeah. So T4 wants it. T4's gonna get it. Dang it.
The discussion was a clarification, clarifying what a droid socket was as opposed to the droid, like, whatever the heck
S
it's called.
comp link.
Yeah, comp-link. There you go. Yeah, that's very different.
Yeah.
Droid socket is where you actually embed it in the ship somehow. So it
Okay.
keeps the droid secure and basically allows it to link directly in to the craft.
Yeah.
Primarily used by astromechs.
Okay. Did we look for the plasma torch yet? Also.
Yes. There is a
Okay, so
plasma
we got-
torch there as well.
All right. So
Plasma torch is going to set you back 100.
Is this a new torch or a used torch?
It is a used torch, and in fact, it still has a stamp from it that says Army of the Republic.
Damn. Okay.
should I haggle?
Would you
Always.
like to?
No, here. Okay. All right. He'll put the
Yes.
He'll put the credit card back. Okay.
Put that away.
All right, Nasara, would you like to haggle?
That'd be a yes.
What did I type?
Not with a roll like that.
Roll star space.
All
That is a
right.
1. Just like the
Awesome.
last time I tried to haggle.
Okay, so he kind of looks at you for a second and he says, no haggle. Price is set. Good price.
Okay. She will hand over the 100 credits.
I'm gonna start getting a complex.
Was that for the torch or the socket?
Torch.
Okay, so I will wait. Did we find the socket yet, or were we just talking about the socket?
Yeah, give me a second. Here we go. Yes, he actually does have one. One.
Grab it while we can.
And he says, "Aren't you want the droid socket? Yes."
Depends on how much.
What kind of credit do you have? You still have Imperial Standard? We do not accept Republic credits. Those no good no more.
What kind do we have?
Imperial credits.
Oh, yeah, of course you. Of
You're
course we
in the
do.
Outer Rim. Some people may try to barter with other standard credit types, like Mon Cal Flan.
Of course we have Imperial credits. What do you take me for?
I take you for a stranger. You do not look like you belong to Ferrix.
Just doing standard business.
Ah, standard business. Okay. Sounds good. I am looking for 9,000. Is in good shape.
Yeah, that is out of my price range.
That is out of my price range. With our credit cards combined.
Can I tell if that is a reasonable price? Or if he's
Actually,
just trying to
you
stick
could
me?
certainly make an attempt. Let me take a look and see what that might be under.
Montan just needs one of those like segways so that he can just roll himself wherever he needs to go, so he can go place to bargain, go to a place to
Yes.
build a droid, someplace else, you know.
Yeah, why can't he be in 2 places at once?
Do you have
No kidding.
Nasara? Do you have Starship Repair?
I do.
Would be under mechanical.
I do not.
Do you have Star Transport
do.
Repair?
No,
Okay.
I don't have any repair.
Okay, that's fine.
I have droid repair.
Her buddy's there with her.
Yeah, somebody else might though, who happens to be in the room.
That's fine. I was just asking you because you were the one that was asking at that point. So, Shelly, what do you have?
Hold on a second. I'm looking.
You still have Starship Transport Repair, correct? Or Starship Repair? Something like that?
I think I have.
It's under mechanical.
Oh yeah. It is.
I do have droid repair.
Come on, come up. Oh no, I think my
Or
Adobe's
sorry, it would be under
freaking
technical.
out.
It's under technical. You do have it, but you don't have anything to it, so you would roll at 2D plus 1.
Right.
So you can make a guess.
Okay, I'll try.
You are just not very educated.
So it happens when you're still young.
True.
Oops.
Or as Mike
Not
Tyson
roll,
might say,
roll.
truth.
So 2D6. Oh, what am I doing?
Typed it in wrong.
Yeah. 4.
All right. Well, keep in mind that was supposed to be 2d6 plus 1. Not that it matters because you
Oh,
rolled a 1
5.
for your wild die anyways.
Oh, that's true. I did, didn't I? Oops.
Another mediocre roll.
Yep. No, it's not even a mediocre roll.
That's because Davy took them all. Good one,
So,
Davey.
Ashi, you are not certain, but that actually sounds like a really good price.
Hey, yeah, I guess it sounds reasonable.
All right, well, reasonable or not, it's still out of our range. So we'll put that one
Yes.
on the list
We'll just
for later.
check the next planet we go
Maybe
to.
we can get one, salvage ourselves.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
Uh,
Yeah,
There's
very
got
will-
to be something we could do, right? Like,
and then from Tycho's pocket, you hear a.
I have this baby porg. I will exchange this baby porg for this thing that we need, which is called a what now? What's it called again?
And so
a droid socket? A
the-
droid socket.
The guy is looking around at this point like, what the heck that was. So I guess Tycho instinctively reaches into his pocket and he produces a porg.
Now we have something
You
to trade.
kept one?
No, he decided to stay with me. Okay, sir. I have porg. You have socket. Let us trade.
Porg socket.
Pin pineapple, pin pineapple, apple pin.
Pineapple pen. That's I just got that going through my head right now. Sorry.
So he kind of looks at you and he says, "What? Are you crazy?"
Well, if you're not gonna take the porg, what will you take? Because 9,000 is too much.
I would take credits.
All right. Well, how about 3,000 credits?
So I mean, he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Get out of my shop."
Oh, I wanted to roll bargain.
You can go ahead. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
If you somehow manage to get 25 or higher.
Wow. Okay. Nope.
No.
Okay.
All right. Put the pork back
Why
in.
is it that you get kicked out everywhere we go?
They don't like me.
Owen just speaks over the comlinks. How long is it taking to get a plasma cutting torch?
It's
You
on
know
its
what?
way.
Yeah, I'm right next to the building. Just give me a sec.
Ashi, you want to? Maybe we should go with him. Or one of us should go with him. Something tells me it's a bad idea to let him go alone.
Yeah, I can go with them if you want me to.
I'll be fine, guys. What's be fine. Don't worry.
Something tells me that you would get lost in your own closet.
That has happened. You're not.
He has a big closet.
I have a very big closet. I do.
Hmm.
And they turned off the light.
Yeah, it did. Very mean. My sister was very mean to me. But okay. Yeah.
I'll go with them.
Okay.
I think it's
She
safer
will
that
hand
way.
Achi the plasma torch.
Yeah, she'll take it.
Okay. So the two of you are heading back. So Ashi, Jock, and Tycho are going to meet the others?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Did we get all that settled? I'm like, I've heard all this in the background, but
Yeah.
all right.
So, Nasara, where are you going?
At this point, I'm going to take the other stuff that we got and head back to the ship.
Okay.
Because
So,
I just remembered that there is a warrant out for me. So
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 Was it
maybe
worth
I
it?
shouldn't be
Go
out there
ahead.
either.
So Nasara, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
20.
20.
Okay.
Nice.
So, guys, split. They are obviously well underway down, making their way across town from where you're at, which is several blocks over. You start heading back to the flight platform at this point. And just as you are getting near the stairway to start, the two-flight stairway that leads up to the platform itself, you end up seeing what looked to be like a shadowy form stepping out from one of the alleyways. And you have a moment to react if you would like, because he is firing on you.
Oh wow.
Is there any cover?
In the street, no, but given where he is at, you could attempt to jump to one of the sides of the buildings, which would
Let's
grant you
see.
partial cover.
You know, we haven't really done a whole lot of combat, so let me refamiliarize myself with my skills. Yeah, I'm going to dodge and try and take cover, maybe like in a fancy roll or
Okay, hold that thought
something.
real quick. I realized how I figured out my roof was leaking. I was looking for my dice, and the
Oh.
leak drew aggro, so I forgot my dice. Hold on 1 second.
Oh,
Woof.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks about all that.
That's not my dog, by the way.
Nor mine.
Okay.
Right. Let me get my dice out.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm actually sitting on a
Oh.
reroll from
I have one. I
You
have
I
have
have
one.
one roll as
You
well.
have
Brittany got me one last game.
All right. Oh, do I need any?
But depending on how these mediocre rolls go tonight,
Right. Exactly. That's why I'm asking. Like, oh boy.
Where is?
Oh, do we need some Baymax in there?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, Brittany, you gave me one.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Well, let's get that pulled up. Pull that down.
And I still have my light side point.
This is
yeah,
true.
blew that getting that clone guy back. Where I got like what was it, like 45 on my rolls or something.
Dang.
Not mediocre.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get all this out of the way.
It's like my favorite thing from Mad Max Fury Road. It's just Immortan Joe yelling, mediocre.
All right. So, Brittany, did you decide what you were going to do?
I am going to throw the porg at him.
The pork that you don't have? Wow.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to dodge and take cover.
Okay. So
Also, how many people are around?
not many.
Okay.
There are some, which at the sound of that opening fire, they are ducking instinctively.
scattering like cockroaches.
Hey, don't call the
Or-
people of Ferrix
or
cockroaches. They can scatter like ghosts. So if you'd like
know
to,
which
if
is
you would
worse.
like to dodge in for your action, you can. To make it harder to hit you. Oh! 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 Oh!
Nice.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
No, not today.
Keep going.
Not today. Wow.
You make this look good.
Okay.
Woo!
20,
30.
28, 30.
Reroll
Oh,
that
God.
two.
Like not only did
Oh.
you see him, you had a moment in like slow dubbing to curse him out, leap off to the side with a change of clothing somewhere waiting in between time and space for you to cross over while you were dodging. Just this like whoosh, like you were ready for it clearly. So a beam
I mean,
a beam of energy goes flying out down the alleyway, and as you nimbly leap out of the way, give me, you know what? Why don't since you're having to think on your feet, why don't you roll your blaster skill, not to fire, for something else.
just straight blaster.
Yeah. Which I think you have a 5D in it.
I do.
Wow.
Okay.
12.
So the burst
It's not quite a 30.
no, but the burst of energy that you saw was stunning energy. Looked like a blue halo kind of flew out.
Okay.
She's no good to me, dead.
You're right.
Okay.
So that is the start of combat at this point. So your action was to jump. You know what? Let me get that pulled back up real fast.
That was some Matrix shit.
Yes, that was. Where is combat again? There we go, combat. Boing. Do.
You better
I
hope
hear
you don't.
fireworks outside.
Oh.
Or blaster fire. One of
I was
the
going
other.
to say, you better hope you don't see a Mandalorian in green armor.
Funny he should say that.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no, no.
Did I just jinx it?
I'm pretty sure whether she
You're not
does
supposed
that
to give him ideas.
for now.
Oh. Uh-oh. I'm allergic to carbonite.
Dang it, I'm trying to find how we figure out initiative again. It's been a while.
Initiative is based on a perception roll.
Okay. That'll work.
Yeah.
Hold up over here. Thank you.
Do we add something to it?
Just whatever you have for your perception.
Just perception now.
Oh, so 1D. Wait,
No, roll your
you
perception.
just roll perception.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
$16. Nice. Okay.
16.
So
Might
16.
get out of this.
16,
Yeah.
right? Do you want any pluses to
Yeah.
it? Okay.
That was the pluses.
Yeah.
Okay. He is acting on 20.
Ooh.
Would that blaster shot have been loud enough for any of us where the rest of us are to hear it?
No, you guys are inside. There may be a chance for Ashi Jack and Tycho to have heard it. I will get to them in just 1 second.
What about I'll attack.
Inside the ship? No.
Oh, never mind. I
Yeah.
was going to say he's probably closer to where I am, but
He is, but he's inside a sealed vessel at this point.
And no
So
one's told
he-
me what's going on.
So not only does he not know what's going on, he's actually enjoying central air.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be a tough sell.
dehydrating. Huh?
Well, no,
Yeah, as soon as I
for him, it's actually quite nice.
as soon as I
Oh, that's what I
have
was looking
the
for.
chance, I will report to comms. I don't
Good
think
idea.
I've had that yet.
doggone it. Here we go. Did I put it in here? I
Good thing we got those comms.
Yeah, I know. Good thing, huh? 1 second. I'm actually going to put the image of the individual
no.
you see, Brittany.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Ooh, this person.
Oh.
Well, it's not Boba Fett, but it's
It's Mando.
Oh, it's a
It's not
Mando.
Mandalorian.
So yeah, so like I said, funny you should mention that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to give him ideas during the game.
So
Oh, he knew.
Oh, there
so
it is.
you can see, so you got a real clear shot as you jumped out of the way from the blaster fire that came ripping down the I'm wanting to say hallway, but it's not a hallway, the alleyway that he had been lurking at. So you can see what he looks like. He's got kind of a darkened, weathered armor with the purple T visor, black jumpsuit, to go on top of that with the symbol of the mythosaur on one shoulder. He's not actually using a vibro weapon in that particular picture, but he happens to have a blaster rifle on him currently. So he has won the initiative. He is racing down as quickly as he can out of the alleyway for his first action. So while he's doing that, that does give you a temporary moment to say something for dramatic effect, Brittany, if you'd like. As you are going to do that, Ashi, Jock, and Tycho, why
Yes.
don't you give me perception checks to see if you guys pick up on that random beam fire, but you're going to need to hit a 16 or more.
Nice.
Perception. So perception.
Mm-hmm.
Nassar's in trouble.
– 14.
Okay, so Ashi Jock, no dice. However, Tycho, as you guys are walking with a quick step, trying to make sure that you get the tools to the people who need it, you can hear that sound from behind you somewhere. And as you turn around, you see Nassara just like
I'll be right back.
dive like she's a pro off to the side somewhere and around the side of a building.
Run to help. Pulling out blaster. Start blasting. And then I started blasting.
Okay, so
And I
Tycho.
guess
started blast.
she won't notice until he starts running off, and she's gonna be like, "Where the hell are you?"
Nassara is in
So,
danger.
Tycho, you just go ahead and bolt and start to draw your weapon. Go ahead and roll perception for initiative this round.
Sure.
Ashi Jock, since he didn't really alert you to what was going on, go
No,
ahead
she
and
notices he's,
go
yeah,
ahead and
he
roll your
just
perception,
started
but you're
running.
going to be down 2.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 for initiative.
Okay,
Oops.
Davey got a 10.
Down 2. So that would be 1d6. Woohoo! Do I still get my plus whatever?
Plus whatever for what?
My +1 for perception. So you still have going to be
hold on a
2
second.
down, so that would take it from a 3d plus 1 to a 1d.
You're
plus
you're
1,
gonna
right?
no, you're just gonna roll 3d plus 1 minus 2.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you end up getting, we'll just subtract 2 from it.
Sorry about that.
8.
Okay. Okay, well, I we'll go ahead and go with that. That wasn't what I was asking for, but that's good enough at this point. So okay. So 8. All right. So his second action as he comes up and around doesn't see that the others are reacting at this point. Nisara, you have that
okay.
brief moment.
Yeah. First of all, do I know what Mandalorians are?
Why don't you roll alien species or cultures? Actually, it'd be more appropriate if you have it.
I have both.
Because Mandos aren't an alien species; they're a culture.
7.
No.
Can I tell that it is probably a bounty hunter? Or do I just know somebody is fired?
You just know somebody's firing on you.
Okay.
I don't like the color purple, I guess.
I guess. That's
Wow.
why they're wearing. I don't know.
Rude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna talk into my comm. Hey, I'm taking fire by the hangar.
Okay, that's all you get a chance to say. As he's spinning around the corner at this point and firing on you again. He's down 1 die for the extra action. Okay, that's dice. He is getting you before you can act, unfortunately, so
Oh,
11, 14, 15, 21, 23. That is most certainly a hit.
Ow.
Now
I
you need to
roll
roll.
hide.
Now you need to roll your strength.
Oh,
If you have armor, you will add to that obviously because blaster fire. But I think
I have a blast vest.
yeah. So blast vest I think gives you a +1
+1.
for blaster fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you rolling or am I rolling?
You need to roll your strength. You got to resist. This is like
Okay.
fortitude.
Sorry, I wasn't sure that was the end of the discussion.
I mean, you can not roll if you want and just go. Ah.
I'm
Whenever,
just gonna-
whenever
I'm
you're
just
taking
gonna get-
damage, whenever you're taking damage, you roll strength to resist.
Yeah. Plus
and,
any
however much
armor
more they get.
modifiers you might have.
12.
Okay, so that's
Is stamina not? I guess that's for endurance stuff.
yes.
Yeah.
Stamina is like if you're trying to hold on to somebody, keep them from dropping off a cliff, running long distances, long enduring things. So, that's okay. So you got a what?
12.
12? Okay, I got an 18.
Guess that's superior.
So bing.
It's not looking great.
Okay.
At least there are witnesses.
There are, yes.
There you go. Yeah.
You do have that going for you.
Yeah.
Let's
It
see.
started off so well.
This is more mediocre night. Montan's not at the droid shop. Alatak's not at the firefight. Like we're all in the wrong spot.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think we thought through this plan very well.
So, are you saying that's what should be the team mascot on the side of the ship? Is that
I don't think we thought
is
this
that
through very well.
is that T-Rex with the tiny arms saying, "I don't think this was thought through very well"? Okay, damage. Okay,
That should be.
so
that should
your
be the,
so your
the
armor,
ship droid has tiny arms.
yeah. So your armor is damaged by 1 pip, so it's -1 temporarily. So just to let you know that.
How do I notate that? Is there a good way to do that?
Really, no, not effectively.
Okay.
The idea is that you would end up like getting it repaired or something, in between games or whatnot. So,
So is that like if I rolled it, I would add less?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's minus? What's
-1?
Okay, so
So
just
-1
plus
pip is
5?
off. -1 pip is off of a D. So 1D equals essentially 3 pips.
so okay, so just -1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doggone it. Where am I finding damage? I apologize. Character damage chart. So you had a 12, yes?
No damage. Yes.
So I had an 18. I found it finally. Yay. Oh. And I'm fat fingering it. Okay. That puts... Oh, actually, it's stunned. Never mind. Well, that does technically make you wounded. Zit. Okay. So you fall prone and can take no actions for this particular round, Nasara. Your character suffers a penalty of -1d to skill and attribute rolls until you heal through med packs or natural rest. So it's not terrible. You have been stunned. And it's up to him, obviously, to try and put you in binder cuffs or something. So
Minus would be to skill and
to everything right now, yeah. Okay, so Ashijak and Taiko, you can see that individual that I posted in the chat. You can see that he came running up around the corner, and just as she got talking, or she got done saying something in her comlink, kind of warning everybody that something was amiss, another stun round flew out at her, caught her right in the chest, and she just buckles down to the ground.
Jeez. Oof.
So at this point, you guys are able to act. You can see that the citizenry that were outside, which is only like 5 people, they start looking for cover.
So, I would be able to pull my weapon and
That would be one action.
alert everybody through comms that Nasara is just.
Well,
You
she
could-
already
attack?
did that.
Yeah, well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's not gonna care.
It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you want to act again, keep in mind you can keep acting until you don't have die left.
Okay.
It just makes it that much harder to do anything. So, but it takes one action to pull your weapons out this round. So if you're going to
Okay.
still like fire on him, you're going to be down 1 die for any shots that you take.
Okay. So since I have a 4D
Mhm.
in that,
That would make it 3D.
Okay. So pulling out my weapon, then shooting, I just roll 3D.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's
And
on
then
your
after-
round. That's on your action. So Tycho,
Okay.
what are you going to do? You already said
Tycho-
you're pulling out a weapon, so I
Yeah.
know you're down 1D.
Okay, I'm down 1D. Let's take a shot.
Okay.
I want to take a shot.
Have you
and
set it to stun or kill?
kill?
Nope.
That's interesting.
It will kill.
Yes. I want to do 2 things. I want to shoot the Mandalorian, and I want to call Allotac and tell him to get out here.
Okay, what you can do.
Okay.
So Allotech, you also now hear some hastily jumbled comments about something about Nasara, going down. You heard something from her, something from Ashijak about that, and then Tycho shout out something to you, basically like, "Get down here!"
Okay.
I'm like on my way, and so I grab my heavy blaster pistol and I run out.
Okay. Are
Okay.
you grabbing your light repeating blaster?
I was told that would not be a good idea to have that out.
Fair. Okay, so you are taking the weaponry you have on you and running out. Go ahead and roll your perception as well. Let's find out where you are at in initiative.
Where you
at?
be at? Where you be
Where
at?
you at? Okay, so my perception. is
Who be you
3D
be?
plus 1. Come on. So it's /R. Okay, there we go. And I need to pull up Discord back up. Come on, my computer is so slow right now. Star Wars rolls.
Should I roll to fire or should
Not
I
yet.
wait? Okay.
Of course. What?
Slow down, Jack.
It's got to be 3d6.
Oh, gosh, dang it.
Yeah, we all make this mistake the first 2 or 3 rolls because the sheet literally says just D and not a D6. There you go.
Okay, so on 10, not great, but you're going to be in combat soon. Actually, oddly enough, he's going to be running into combat before Ashijak. So
She's still young.
it's her
For
first
first
day.
day.
Yes.
Okay, so Davey, at this point,
Yes.
take your shot.
Kaplow! 8.
What?
Ocho. 8.
Wow. Okay, so you rip that out, bang, and at this point, like he wasn't even moving really. I mean, he was the only thing he was doing was like pulling out some binder cuffs. So you fired, and you fired like 2 feet over his head. Just like pow, and like sparks go flying off from the rooftop near the building that he was at. So he knows you're there now.
Nice. Okay, excellent.
So we all know now Tycho has the aim of a stormtrooper.
Yes. Can I do one more thing?
It will be down 1D,
It'll be
or
down,
be down
one-
2D.
Okay,
technically,
if I
yeah.
wanted to get his attention, like
I think you already did.
okay,
right.
all right. Okay, then I will defer to the
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so Todd, oddly enough, at this point, you were faster than the Degruda that actually saw it going on. You aren't in a great position, but you are at the top of the platform where the vessel has been parked. Didn't take you very long to grab your thing and literally run right outside. So your vantage point, think like there's a platform here. The fighting is going on down here someplace. You have a clear view of Tycho and Ashijak. You do not have a clear view of Nasara and whoever this guy is. There's scaffolding and whatnot in the way.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm shooting at then. So I'm gonna.
So if you want to take an action you can either run down, it would obviously take longer to do that, or you could try to stick a superhero landing and leap off, in between stories and drop down to try and give yourself a better position quicker.
Oh, sure, I'll
You
do
a
that.
couple of somersaults and scream "Bakar!"
Manage an mediocre roll because there's a theme tonight.
Yeah,
Oh, so
All
would
right,
that be
so-
climb jump?
it would be, yes.
Ooh. Okay.
Jumping.
I don't have that. No, I do. Strength, climbing, jumping. Okay. Oh,
Keep in mind your armor may be taking, I think, impeding some of that. Let me take a look real quick, just to be on the safe side. Hold on. There you are. Okay. It may be just your dexterity. Yeah, it was just your dex. So no worries. Straight up strength. Go for it.
all right. Boom.
11.
11.
Okay. The law of meh is holding really well tonight. So you do manage to kind of jump off. You don't really look all that great doing it. And you stick the landing with a sigh.
Okay.
But if you want to take one more action, you're down 1D for whatever you're wanting to do. You do now have a clear line of sight of where he is at. You have dropped down in almost side by side with Tycho, who is trying to run up on the target.
Okay, so I'd like to take a blaster shot. Normally that's 5d plus 2, so I would just roll 4d plus 2.
That is correct.
Okay. Oh, what a crappy roll. 11.
Right on the meh squad.
2, 2, 4, 1.
Thankfully, though, he isn't moving, so you didn't need a whole lot to hit him. You were using your heavy blaster pistol.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, you only needed. Yeah,
Is it
not
short
much.
range?
Yeah, it's short range. So yeah, you didn't need much at all. So boom. Go ahead and roll your damage for the blaster pistol.
What the heck was that? Oh, sorry.
I don't know. What was the heck?
I don't know.
Holy cow! It's just.
Wow.
Irony.
Thankfully, you can't
botch on damage?
actually botch damage.
Okay, good. Thank you.
The ones
Do
in
you- Do you have a reroll? You might want to reroll that
I do have a reroll. I'm going to use it. Thank
Okay.
you.
because it can't get much worse.
No,
Make sure you mark off the reroll.
I'm erasing it right now.
Don't jinx it, Dale.
And just let you guys know, I could use one.
Oh, and I got a big one there. So that's the first.
Damn.
Keep rolling. You got a 6.
I know. That's what I just said.
Oh.
So 23.
Does that work with damage? If you roll a 6?
I
on the
know
wall
it does not.
Oh, cool. Okay. So 19.
19.
And let me erase the reroll off of there. Brittany, thank you for the reroll.
Okay. So you square off, shoot him, catch him like right in the chest. You see sparks flying off from blaster fire as he now sees that there are 3 people moving in on him.
Is he holding the weapon that he has in that picture?
No, he has a blaster rifle.
Damn.
Montan's at the building, like just looking out the door because he heard the comm link.
Yeah, even if you look out the door, you're not going to see anything. You guys are down
Well,
the
no.
alleyway from there. So
He's just
Yeah.
waiting fearfully.
yeah. So now that we're at the bottom of that round, so Drade, Montan, and Owen, you can hear that there is a firefight going off at this point. Your people have indicated as much. You can't hear it from where you're at, so they're probably way closer to the shop than you guys are, which is a couple blocks away.
Jerome,
Yeah.
I have a couple abilities that I want to keep secret. How do I do that? Just send it to you, or
That is a great question. I
Like
would
in
say
Facebook
no. You're probably going to need to just state what it is you're doing.
all right?
It doesn't mean in character they know. It just means you're doing something that's you're hopefully can mask.
And I still need to be able to fire. I haven't fired.
That is
yet.
correct.
Okay, I'm using life sense to see what kind of information I can get off of this guy.
Okay, so
Or
you are
life detection. Sorry, life detection.
you're going to be down 3 dice.
Oh, it's just an ability that you can just have up.
Mm-hmm. If you're going to be acting, it's down 3 dice
Oh,
because you've already taken a couple actions at this point.
yeah. I apologize. I thought it was just because it says it's up. I didn't know that you had that it was active. So okay.
If you're in a
Then I don't.
firefight, yes, you're going to have to focus on it. So that
Yeah.
you would be down 3 dice.
Okay.
Okay, then
Yeah.
no, I don't do that.
Okay, that is fine. Ashi Jack,
I'm gonna fire.
go pew pew.
Pew, pew.
Let's go. That's it.
Keep in mind you don't want to botch. You
No.
have 2 people on the way.
Big money. Big
Yeah, I
money.
know, and I don't have any rerolls.
Big money.
So
What? Oh no.
Yes, you do.
Actually, I've got that one. Hold on a second.
Hold
Press
on.
your luck.
No whammies and stop!
9.
I actually played the soundbite just as you rolled, and it was appropriate. So you didn't botch, thankfully. So from behind you guys, another blaster shot just kind of rings out wide and goes flying down the street. Would you like to take another shot and add a -1 die?
No,
Okay.
I don't want to press my luck.
Smart. The whammy may have gotten you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So it is the top of the round at this point.
Oh yeah, Drade would have been running.
Yeah.
as soon as he
Okay.
heard
Owen-
that stuff was happening.
Montan
Owen
staying
will-
put.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Owen's getting his rifle out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you two go running around the corner, back out, and starting to run in the direction of the firefight. Thankfully, even though you guys are too far away, it's kind of in the street down from where you're at, so you can see straight ahead, like where you need to go to. So it's not like you have to round any corners or anything.
Nice.
Okay, so now I need everybody to re-roll for their initiative. Let's see what
Let's
everybody
go.
gets.
So dexterity.
Nope. Perception.
Oh.
I'm still stunned this round, right?
You are stunned
15.
this round. That is correct. Unfortunately.
Where's my character? Mouse. I can't move my mouse around fast enough.
I'm telling you, even on initiative, I can't roll decent. 5.
Oh shoot!
Shelly, you got to reroll.
Oh, not
I
for
would
initiative.
not
Thank
re-roll
you.
this.
Right.
No.
12 for Drade.
Okay, Dale is at 12.
17
Guys.
for all attack, but I got a
The guys that are 2 blocks away are going to be able to shoot before she does.
Colin, what'd
I
you
got a
get?
6.
I got 15.
I got a 6 on my first dice. Do I re-roll that or no?
Nope.
Okay, so I got 17.
Okay. So I think we've got everybody who's acting at this point. So we got Shelly. Davey, I did not get your roll.
13.
13.
please.
Thank you. Okay, so with Nasara still down at this point, you can see that she's not really moving. You can see at this point, he's actually going to take several actions this round since there's multiple aggressors. The first one is to rip out a thermal detonator and lob it at you guys.
Jeez.
Oh, fun. The holy hand grenade.
Yes, the holy hand grenade of Saint Jedi. Okay.
Trevor would like to know why he has to pay you 50,000.
I know, because he's holding a thermal detonator. Wonky Chewbacca. All right. Yeah, I've seen that movie one too many times.
Yeah.
My son and I are currently doing a rewatch or a watch actually of all the movies, and we just finished Return of the Jedi.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
You are going to. I can't speak. You ever going to end up watching the holiday special, Mike?
Not going to take him there.
I've watched that several years for several times in a row. It's a hoot.
Or
Never
like
again.
Ewok
Never
show.
seen it. Don't plan on to.
What was it like?
It's-
Return to
it's
Endor and
something.
stuff. But
Okay, so you guys will have. Well, you know what? She's still acting first, so you see. Just where's the? I just had it. Go back to combat again for explosives. Just a chart too, so I'm looking for that. There we go. Combat. Aha. Okay. Ooh, yowzer. Okay. That is so. Yeah, that is definitely a hit. He doesn't have to go far with that. Boom. Let's see which way is it going to detonate. Okay, it's detonate. It sailed right into the direction where it needed to go. So good timing. Okay, so kaboom! I need all of you to roll. This is against a blast, so the full impact of your blaster vests, if you have any, or armor in this case, would go off of physical. So you need to roll your strength plus whatever bonus your armor gives you to physical.
Mine doesn't list any because of the template I used.
You have a blaster vest?
I have a protective vest.
Yes, blaster vest. So 1d.
Okay.
So you have your strength plus 1 additional d.
Okay, so it'd be 3d plus 2.
So we were all like close enough to the.
Not Drade. No, actually, not
Oh,
Drade.
okay.
Not Drade. No, you guys are too far back.
Okay.
So this is
What
this,
happens if you roll a 1?
this is just Ashijak, Tycho, and Alotech. If you roll a 1, that just means it's not a good roll.
Okay.
I got 14.
You don't have to roll, Owen.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you and I are still okay.
You
We're
guys
just
are
outside that
you guys are like 2 blocks away still. There's
and
that would be a thermal nuke detonator.
Yeah. No, you did it again. You got to roll the 3d6
Mediocre.
because you did the 3d, not the 3d6.
Oh
Yeah.
God, thank you.
Try that again.
3d6 plus 2.
Yeah,
Oh God, look.
but you have to
I
say.
forgot the R.
you forgot the R, Todd.
You can do it. The force is with you.
Forces with me. A 9. Still got a 2 and a 1 in there.
I got a 15.
Okay.
God, I'm getting all these 2s.
All right, so hold on 1 second. I have to math at this point. Okay. So
Square root of...
yeah, I know. All right. So Davey, what'd you get?
I received the total of, where is my number? 13.
Okay, so it would help if I was typing in the right window. Okay, so 13. That is a big owie. Ooh. Okay. Ashijak. Hold on 1 second. What did you get, Shelly? I can't hear you.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Colin, we got it.
Sorry.
15. Sorry. I can't get my. Yeah, 15.
Okay.
I will bring sponges to clean you all up after this.
A
off the
Swiffer.
walls.
Need to bring a
Medical
Swiffer.
droid.
Alotech, what'd you get?
I got, where is it at?
9.
9.
Okay.
He is very much so going to need a medical droid.
Great.
Okay, so narration purposes here. Drade and Owen, you guys are still a ways away. You hear screams at this point as a big ball of dirt and everything gets kicked up. Big explosion. You see the body of Ashijak, Tycho, and Alotech just go flying off in the air. Alotech goes flying off actually from where he was at and he was hit. He actually doesn't really go flying up in the air. He gets caught with a brunt, slams up against the platform, and crumples down. Ashijak and Tycho actually gain air. Like they go flying up and backwards. Ashijak flies onto a nearby table of like junk. And of course, the table broke part of her fall, collapses, and she's kind of partially buried under junk that the person was trying to sell on the street. Tycho like flies up in the air, hits the ground, and you just see him like ragdolling, spinning on the ground, away at this point. And they are unmoving. And with that thermal det, he takes one moment to look, and then he takes binder cuffs at this point, slaps them on. He takes not a binder cuff, sorry, a restraining collar, slaps it around Nasara's neck.
Milo, stay out of my way. Sorry.
And you see at this point, he quickly throws her up over his shoulder, and then as a last action at this point, he's turning and running.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wound status. Where am I at? Or how do I
All
know
three
that?
of you are mortally wounded.
Oh
Okay.
God. Am I unconscious then?
We're
or
all mortally wounded.
You are all mortally wounded.
Ooh, even with the fix-
That was quite. That was a
Yeah,
grenade.
yeah. Ow.
So
a
5?
grenade.
5? Mortal?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
was
grenade.
a grenade.
Yeah, I just didn't know.
Well, not just a grenade, a thermal det.
Thermal detonator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the shortest game that we've ever had.
Okay.
Not true.
So seeing that,
Rocks fall.
Drade's gonna turn to Owen because I assume we're both like kind of in line step with each other as we're
Yes.
running. He's gonna turn to Owen and be like, "It's up to you, man. Go after him. Stop him. I got to see if I can save them." And then he turns
You're
off
not-
and
You knock yourself out. I'll see if I can get this bloody bounty hunter.
okay. And he's gonna head off then and head to the closest person he can find to see if he can keep him alive.
Okay,
As-
one second. Colin, I need you to decide where you're going to sit, because right now you are like, I see your mouth.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's just a habit of mine.
It's fine. It's fine. I just need you to decide where you're going to sit and stay relative to that area.
I'm so sorry.
You are totally fine. Okay, so you keep running. That's your action. You're running after him. Drade, you're kind of doing a baseball slide into the first person. So choose whoever it is you run into first. The only one that's a little ways away from you is Alatek, because he didn't go flying back. The pressure sent him up against the up against the wall post area where the platform is at.
Okay.
The two
yeah.
closest to you are Ashijak and Tycho.
Okay. I'll go for Ashijak first.
Okay. So you are running up to her. I take it you're going to hit her with a med kit or something. Do you have one?
Yeah, I've got 3. Well, let's see. No, I've got 1 med pack, so I'm using that on her.
Okay. You can do this. You are not down die.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your first aid check.
All right. And let's see. I am going to use a force point for this.
Ah-ha-ha!
So then, does that double? Yeah, that just doubles the die. Okay, good.
Yes.
So that's going to be 4.
Which I'm probably going to be changing that to keep with the book. That was the old rule for it, but we'll keep with that for now.
Okay.
Just because it's easy.
Yeah. Oof, that's not good enough. I am going to re-roll that.
Okay, go ahead.
Oops. Slightly better. It was technically better. 11 rather than 10. That's
Just a
great.
bit offside.
Whew.
Okay, so and while you're at it, go ahead and give yourself a force point for doing that.
Oh, okay.
That is how that works. When you work in heroic means, you often get force points. So, and you were spending your first action to continue pursuing. You are within range of firing at this point. Depending on what type of weapon you have, will depend upon the difficulty of shooting. If you want to continue to pursue, you can spend another action to keep running. So you can potentially close the distance. It just might be kind of difficult depending on how well you shoot.
I do have my blaster rifle, so
Okay. You are definitely within range of your blaster rifle. He is moving. So you, in order to strike him, because he's not actually dodging, he's just running. You are going to need a 11 or higher.
okay. So go for D6.
Don't botch. You may hit Nasara.
I was gonna say you might want to go for stun in case. you
Fuck.
get
Oh,
harmed.
Colin. Well, do you have a reroll, Colin?
Uh,
That would be no. Okay, so Nasara, go ahead and roll your
Oh no.
strength. You will add your actually your blaster vest wouldn't provide any protection from this. because it only added +1 before, so it's down +1. So just your strength. Owen, roll damage. Wow!
Oh god.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you probably should. With that damage roll. Well, way better than a 5. Okay, so let me math here a little bit and see what that's going to put you at.
We are not very good at our job.
In fairness, you got surprised.
Yeah, we
so-
were caught all spread apart.
Yeah.
Oh, we split the party. No, we failed.
And nobody was expecting him to pull a grenade.
Because
Yeah.
nobody ever expects Inquisition.
Ugh.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
All right, so okay, that's
Calm
not
down, Monty Python.
bad, but it's not terribly good. That in total is going to put you at in cap, Nasara, as a killing shot actually struck you. So blap, and you actually hear, a deep voice from behind the helmet yell, "Hey!"
Owen just calls out to him, "You ain't no good to you, dead. Why don't you fight me, you bastard?"
He's taken the speed approach and he's just shooting the hostage. I like it. Brilliant.
Colin, I'm going to award you a dark side point for that.
How did Colin get a dark side
it's fair
point?
enough. I mean, I'm trying to save her through the dark.
No, you're not trying to save her. You're trying to keep him from running by killing his prey.
I told you to set it to stun.
Okay,
Oh,
but yes,
I mean,
Colin?
it's a valid,
my loving son, you have earned your first dark side point.
I mean,
I am so jealous.
it's one way from stopping a bounty hunter.
Okay, well,
He is an Imperial, guys. I mean,
this game certainly went sideways compared to what I was expecting to happen. But that happens sometimes. So,
Oh, don't worry. I plan on apologizing.
sorry. Yeah, this is not going to be good. But from somewhere above, Drade, you see this. Oh, and unfortunately you don't. You already passed this point. Are you taking another action to at least keep running?
Me?
You are Owen.
Oh, yeah. He's probably going to dip Louise for some cover in case the bounty hunter takes a shot.
Okay, well, he's running at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So
then, yeah,
if you want to continue and try to gain ground, you're going to have to keep running after him.
Yeah,
if you
I
dip for
wanna-
cover, he's going to be able to get around a corner.
Yeah, I'm going to keep running.
Okay, so keep pursuing on foot. Okay, so Drade, you see a dark shape on top of the platform carrying a large weapon, and you hear the sounds of light repeating fire. Rip down in the direction where the bounty hunter is running.
Okay.
However, the repeating fire are blue rings.
Okay, right. Got it.
Unfortunately, the person firing is not a very good shot. So you see it just go like pepper, around in the area, but not actually strike.
Sounds like a stormtrooper.
I wouldn't mock if it was a stormtrooper. You kind of want them to help you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Drade, you have, if you want to take another action, you can. You'll be down a die to do so. You have successfully administered the pack to Ashijak. All you really have on the readout is that it was successful. So now it's kind of up to the Bacta inside the pack to kind of do its work at this point.
Right. Okay. Now let's see here. Shoot, so he's up there. Don't have any more, but Alatek has that backpack. So he's now going to run to see if he can get to Alatek to help him out and use something from his backpack to bring him out of it.
Okay. So you take a moment to run to Alatek. You get into his bag of tricks, which, had this not been a stressful moment, he's probably the only person on the team who came over prepared.
Right.
Like literally over prepared. Like there,
Yeah.
and everything in the backpack has a nice little place for like everything is I mean,
Gonna have to thank him later for being so organized.
exactly. Yeah. This is the one time being over prepared was absolutely perfect.
I just put the backpack things that you'll find.
Yep, got it. Thank you.
Unfortunately, Tycho and Alatek are both unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, when he goes in my backpack, that's what he's gonna find.
Nice.
Is
Okay,
there
that
like
backpack,
a
awesome.
death saving throw that I should do or no?
There will be in a second.
Okay,
Oh, jeez.
understood.
So yeah, let's see here. So he's gonna take two. No, he's gonna take 3 med packs because he has 6 in there. He's gonna try to use one of the med packs right there on Alatek.
Okay. Go ahead and make your first aid check again. You do not have the force point for it, however, so you're down 1 die.
Right. Okay. So down a die. Oof.
Davey, maybe you'll get lucky and it was the chicken that took the blast.
No, no, not Pugsworth.
He already has a name.
He must live. Use the med pack on Pugsworth.
3. It's not very much.
It's not going to be enough.
Okay.
So so at this point during your round, you are fidgeting, trying to make sure that you can heal him, and you realize you're gonna have to strip part of his armor off at this point to administer the med pack. So next round at this point coming up, for swiftness purposes, we're not going to keep re-rolling perception for that because not really necessary. However, Tycho and Alatek rolled 2d6. Just 2d6.
I would like to enter the chat when I get a chance.
So you'll be able to right after this roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have to get higher than a 1 right now.
Tell me
Which
you
you
got
both
10.
do. You both do with flying colors.
Yeah.
So you are fine. This is the death save, by the way.
Right.
So
Okay.
next round, if you're not healed, it will be a 2. You have to get greater than.
Oh, and it keeps going up
And
by
it keeps
1.
going up until you make it. Yep. Okay. Montan.
Is there anywhere like outside of this building that a droid can plug in?
No.
Like an accessible terminal, an ATM, something?
Not from this building, no. Now, if you went to...
No, I'll leave the building.
Okay, yeah, if you just went to the information center, there's like a booth that a droid or anybody could really hook into for just basic information.
Okay, I'm gonna have T4 plug in and figure out what's going on. Like, see if he can get into like the city cameras.
Given a firefight broken out, everyone fucked
Okay,
off.
that's going to be super difficult, but I will give you a shot. So you just go right back out from where you were out to the information booth. Your droid will jack in. Go ahead and roll. You were going to need... from this particular terminal, 21 or higher.
Okay, he gets 2 rolls a turn. Do I roll both of them?
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
First roll is a 24.
woohoo! Does it, and it has a 6, so you're not going to need to go any further. Go ahead and roll 6 again.
Alright, 28 total.
T4 is like, I have all the information.
I may not have told you guys everything I was putting into this droid.
But yes, there are. What you quickly find out is there really aren't any cameras here. You do see people chattering on the local broadband that there's a firefight, and you can see it just a couple blocks down. Looks like it was a group fighting against a bounty hunter.
Yeah, my hope is to try and like track this guy running through the streets, figure out where Nasara is.
You did roll pretty good. The only place that would have active cameras would be the platforms. So you might be able to try and find something from there if he was like running up to another platform or something. Chances are he might not be, because if you're a bounty hunter and you're trying to make a fast escape, the last thing you want to do is land commercial. You probably want to land someplace out of town.
Can I get a general direction and then like alert the stormtroopers?
Corsac?
What?
Corsac?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You given the access you have right now, you absolutely can.
All right. Well, I send actual law enforcement after this dude.
Okay. Okay. So T4 just acknowledges that he has access to that database. Just like to it will to right now.
Actually, I'm going to leave him plugged in there.
Okay.
I will head to the bodies, but T4 has an internal comm link, so I can give him instructions remotely.
Sure, that works.
And I'll have him, I probably would have already had his outputs on my data pad, so I can just quickly read what he sends back to me.
Sure, that'll work.
Okay.
Note to self, you need to work on his language communicator.
Yeah, I know. It's on my list, actually. I ran out of money.
No, it's fine. He can communicate. It's just kind of haphazard backwards right now. It's still buggy.
Yeah, I need to buy him a knowledge die.
So he's working on that. You're running off at this point. Owen, you are sprinting like Jesse Owens at this point.
I will be right back.
Trying to keep up with this guy. At this point, it's just you and him. He's got Nasara over his shoulder as he is just flying at this point, on the ground, not flying literally.
Obviously,
you can see that he is running up to a speeder bike. However,
I'm going to shoot the speeder bike.
Okay.
No, get away.
I like it.
He would.
Are you going to shoot to kill it or stun it?
Speeder bike falls over.
Yes.
Actually,
Stunned.
I forgot about that. I'm going to switch the gun to stun and just try to shoot the bounty
Okay,
hunter.
so keep in mind, stun is not going to work on a vehicle, but stunning
Yeah, that was mostly
for
a
the
joke.
stunning for the most part is a way better setting when you got somebody like over their shoulder or nearby or something.
Yeah.
Bare minimum, you're just going to stun her more if you kind of punch that one.
I'm just going to try to stun the bounty hunter.
Okay. So you have, because he's just running at this point, he is, despite the fact that he is burdened down with armor in the person, faster than you. But he is not making any overt actions to try and stop you at this point. He's just trying to get to the bike and get out of here. So you can, if you want, you can take as many die as you have shots with your blaster rifle. You just have to keep in mind it's decreases 1 per attack.
Okay.
And Colin, do you have a reroll right now?
Not that I know of.
That would be a no.
Let's get this man a reroll.
I got it.
Nice. Thank you.
So be sure to thank Brittany. She has given you a reroll.
Okay.
She's trying to help you save her.
Yeah, exactly.
So let it rip.
I just put on my special abilities +1 reroll.
There you go.
So go ahead and take your first shot.
14.
Ooh. That's a moderate. That is good enough. Go ahead and roll your damage is -1 for stunning. So whatever the rifle has, -1.
11.
That is not great. Let's take a look. Boy, man, Mike was right when he called it. This is the game of meh.
Well, it would be more if I had set the kill because
I
it's
understand, but we
Except for
saw
we
what
call it
happened,
shooting his friend.
Yeah. Right.
and you attempted to you almost killed Nasara with that shot.
it was
Okay,
meant
so-
for the bounty hunter.
So you got what, 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you hit him. Doesn't look like it phased him though. He's still running. Darn those Mandos and their armor.
Yeah, I'm going to take another shot.
Okay, you were down 1 die for this.
You may.
Oh, I got 6 in that.
You're gonna need it. Go ahead and roll.
6. 3, 12.
That was just enough. So that's enough to hit again. Go ahead and roll your damage. Same damage. So it's whatever your rifle damage is minus 1.
14.
Ooh, better. Oops.
Come on, shoot him like he's Nasara.
Huh. I can't argue that logic, you know?
Shoot him like it's your Twi'lek mommy. Okay, so you shoot him again. The stun round splashes off his armor at this point, and he is getting on the bike. You can fire again. You're down 2 dice for your blaster, which even at stunning may make it very difficult to hit him. But you can still take the action to fire, or you can focus on running. If you focus on running, you may have a chance to jump at the last minute and grab a hold of her as he's accelerating away.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on running.
Okay, so do you have stamina?
Tug of war.
My stamina?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your stamina.
Okay, so my stamina is 3.
So go ahead and roll 3D. See what you get. 3D6.
Oh, hold on.
Nice.
Oh.
So we got a 5 and some quotation marks at the end.
Yeah, I don't even look at that.
Shut up.
That's a win.
Okay.
Nope. Reroll. Nope.
Okay. I would advise against it, but okay. You got a 12. Okay.
That's
So
better.
the wind is fire in your lungs right now as you are pushing as hard as you humanly can, but you are keeping the pace. It may have been all those hot nights on Tatooine, being forced to run through sand that you're just now that you're unimpeded from that loose dirt, and you've got solid terra firma. You're able to keep that pace up, so you're gonna have your chance. All right, Drade.
Yeah, okay. So, gonna try to medpack Alatech again, since I'm right there, and I've got my...
You so as you're doing that,
yeah.
go ahead and roll. You also hear the sounds like people like, what the heck's going on? Like you can hear the sounds around you of like people trying to make heads or tails of what's going on, and then you hear somebody comment, somebody called Corsac.
Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. So here, let me roll.
And then you
this.
hear a speeder launch from the platform.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. You know what? For this, I'm gonna use another force point.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Gotta save him. That's gonna be 4.
Non-force sensitives can use force points, correct?
You absolutely can if you got it.
Okay, just checking.
Nice. Roll to 6 for that. 1 second.
Non-force users who have dark side points can also use them. Dark side points triple your die pool, not double.
So total of 22.
Ooh.
Don't you automatically get them back?
You do, yes. Yeah, use a dark side point, you gain another one immediately.
What if you used your dark side point to do something light side-ish?
It's still selfish, and you would end up getting the point back.
Yeah. If you draw from the dark side, you get more dark side.
Correct. That's why it's a balancing act. Even with Jedi that try to walk somewhere in the middle because they don't buy into whatever policies or whatnot, it's always a balancing act there, which is fine. I like that.
Yeah. So total of 22.
22. Okay, so finally you start getting these pieces, off of him, and somebody comes running over to you and starts collecting like the armor pieces, and like putting Alotech, in a bivouac type of situation where it's easier for you to start administering the med pack to him, and like two other people come running out and grab Tycho and start doing the. Obviously doesn't have the armor impeding him, but start kind of doing the same thing as they see that you're trying to slap like med packs on them.
Okay.
So Alotech, you are now stable. You are okay.
Woohoo!
You're still unconscious, but you are okay.
I was gonna say I don't get to do anything, but I'm stable.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drade, is there any more med packs?
Let's see. There are 3 more in his thing.
In his bag of tricks, okay.
Yeah.
If you want to spend another action, be a die down, you can go and try to administer to Tycho.
Gosh, but that's gonna be well, you know what? If I did that,
Your force point is still technically active at this point,
it is okay.
so it's whatever you have minus 1d from the force point pool.
Okay. All right. Yep, I'll do that. So since we're dealing with that, okay, roll 3d6.
Don't forget to save the chicken.
Save Pugsworth.
We'll see what we can do about that. Okay. Oh man, total of 9. That's probably not gonna be
It is
enough.
not. You need to make in order to stabilize somebody, you have to make 11 or higher.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my reroll.
Okay.
Shoot. Nope. Got an 8.
Okay. And that's with your force points?
Yeah.
Okay. It would be possible if you want to spend one more action, because technically you can. But you're at 2d6 plus 1.
Yeah. I might as well. Here we go. No.
Oh well.
4.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
So, Tycho, since we're at that moment, go ahead and roll 2d6. Get higher than a 2.
Oh, get higher than a 2.
9.
Okay, 9. He's currently saying no to death.
No.
Drade,
No.
as you've got kind of like his chest clear at this point and setting up the med pack to administer to him. For some reason, he has in like his coat pocket, he has like a completely baked hen.
Oh no! Pugsworth.
Dinner, anyone?
Huh. It's tasty. No, I can't eat that right now. All right.
Okay, so that's it. So Colin,
Yeah.
it is all up to you.
All right.
So, as you are running, do you now hear the Chariots of Fire music playing in the background? Dun 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 dun. Dun. And you're gonna have to make your jump.
All right.
So the big question here is, are you going to use a light side point? Are you going to use a dark side point?
Light side point.
Wait, can you use both at the same time?
Nope.
Oh.
They would negate each other out.
Oh.
I'm going to use a light side point.
Okay. Using a light side point, you are going to make your climb jump check. At this point, since you have it at a 3D, it is now 6D. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
24.
Sweet.
Wow, good job. Okay, so you take a moment, you leap, and you extend your arms like for all that they're worth. Even on the side note, you're like, man, I probably could have got cybernetics for my arms and extended them. And this would have been like so much easier. Just like just straining as you leap forward, and you like land on top of Nasara, kind of like your upper body at this point. You over jumped just a little bit, so now like your arm and upper body, or arms I should say, have landed on her limp body on the speeder, and you kind of just latch on as the speeder takes off. Hold on. There is a chance you may just fly off the back because the added weight.
As long as he takes Nasara with him.
Right. Okay, so he guns it. Of course, speeders, if you've ever seen really any of the movies, like
Oh yeah, I know they get very fast.
yeah, exactly. They they've got Tesla speed. It's like just some amazing get up and go. And so you've got a hold of her. You come flying back, and just the only thing you know at this point is that if you lose her, this was all for nothing, and there's probably no way you're gonna get her back, and you've just got a hold of her as you both go flying off the back. You hear like the ripping of clothes as you both fall back. You fall back on your back kind of hard. You don't take any damage from it, but it stung. Her unconscious body is kind of laying across from you. Her top kind of ripped open, and like a sleeve dangling like almost all the way down to her wrist on the one side. As he quickly realizes that has happened and spins around on his speeder bike. And as he's spinning around, and he's gonna arc, he's gonna spray you with speeder bike fire. You end up seeing more light repeating arms fire coming from the platform not far away. Just like
Oh.
And again, not a great shot. But just like you see these blistering rounds firing all around, and it's enough to spook him at this point because he's still being shot at regardless, and so he takes a moment, spins and guns it, and starts taking off further off into the barren wastelands.
It's a bounty hunter for the bounty hunter.
Good question. Who knows?
No, I know who it is, but or who it might be anyway.
Owen just takes a sigh of relief and just he sees of course the binding stuff and just puts his fingers to his nose bridge, but he knows it'll just be dealt with on the ship, and just picks her up and just
now clearly isn't the time. There's you guys have the tools for this. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, he just picks her up and just starts hauling it.
Roll your strength.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Also, am I awake at this point?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
I
mean,
no.
incap means down, like passed out, right?
Let's take a look. I believe it does. Yep. However,
9.
why, Nasara, why don't you roll 10d6?
Goddamn.
My guy's a fleet officer. Oh, good God!
30, but it started with a 1.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
that's
know
fine.
what that means.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So you will be you will wake in 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's what that means. Basically, when you hit NCAP, you roll 10d6, and that's when you're going to wake. Okay, so Colin, at a 9, so you've kind of got her like up, like you've got her shoulder like wrapped around you, but she's dead weight, and as you're starting to like drag her along, you're not getting very far. You need help. Just because her dead weight at this point, because she's completely unconscious and you're not super strong, you're not getting far at all.
Deck officer, not like bounty
Like,
hunter.
shouldn't have eaten up a real.
Yeah, more like administrative officer.
Ew.
I guess I really shouldn't have eaten that burrito.
Probably not. Yep.
It was still a miracle that he managed to rip her off a bounty hunter.
That, my friend, is incredibly unbreaded.
Oh, do I get that force point back?
Yes, you do. Yes. You know what, Colin? Touchdown.
Down.
On paper, unbreaded. So, are you going to call for help, Colin, or are you just going to keep
Yeah,
trying to
he-
drag the rest of the way?
He's going to use a spare hand to reach out to his con and just say,
Okay.
I got her from the bounty hunter, but I need some help here.
So, Montan, as you come running up at this point, you're running up right where Drade is at. Looks like he's managed to get everybody, or is getting to everyone. He's still working on Tycho.
Is Ashi down?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna search for a med pack and see what I can do for Ashi with my no biological skills.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Rolling Nomads. Raid of 7. Ashi
missed
does
all the
have
exciting
a.
stuff.
I know, yeah. Ashi does have a med pack already on her. It looks like it's been expended. Yes,
Okay.
thank you for the raid.
So she's not dying?
Would you like to roll your first aid?
I would love to. Can I get some of that?
Oh, do you not have any?
No, I'm all technical skills, man.
Okay. So she doesn't look like she's bleeding profusely. If you have something shiny, you could put it underneath her nose to check to see if she's breathing.
Sure, my datapad screen.
Okay. So you kind of lift up her nose a little bit, put the data pad underneath. It's fogging.
Okay. Like, I'll look at Dre. Like, is she okay?
And he'll look up from Tycho for a quick second and be like, "Oh yeah, I stabilized her. Alatek's good. Working on Tycho. Go see if you can find Owen. It sounds like he got Nasara back."
Is there any sort of like Uber that would hold a lot of people, like an Uber van?
There are repulsor lift vehicles here, but most of the repulsor lift vehicles that are in operation are strictly for the factories, basically that do all the stripping down of metal and whatnot. So they're parked there to bring the people back to basically to bust them back and forth.
Is there one nearby?
No, the factories are nowhere near at this particular quarter.
This would be a great time to know if I got my repulsor lift, my skiff on the ship.
Right, and since we asked about that late, that's actually not there at this point.
Because I actually have something that could lift everybody.
Right.
Theoretically.
I know.
All right. Well, I guess I go try to find. I asked T4 if he can narrow down where Owen is.
Okay,
And,
so it beeps and chimes and comes up on your data pad and it says, "Looking I am, therefore I go."
So I'll
And then
wander that way.
Futzes out for a second, and then it's like, "Looking, boss."
Yeah, we're definitely buying a knowledge dot.
And then it indicates, like not even a minute later, that blaster fire and a speeder bike seen flying away should be just around the corner, down a block from your position.
So I'm going before I leave. I'm going to tell Drade I called Corsac.
That was you. Okay. For help?
We probably want to get everybody here off the street if possible.
Yeah.
And get them
Okay.
back to the ship if like somehow.
Yeah. Okay. Working on it. Guess I'm still working on Tycho.
Okay, yep. Go ahead and roll again for Tycho. Owen, you are still kind of dragging Nasara in the relative direction.
I'm just going to have him try to like adjust his grip on her to try and speed things the hell up.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your strength again.
You know what I should do is I should take Tycho's credit card. Get buy
idea.
a medical droid right now.
7.
Yeah, no luck. You're still kind of in the same boat. You're making some headway, but it's not super. It's not super great. You're really struggling with it. Montan, you're on your way. You have a relative understanding where it's at. Drade, go ahead and give us your first aid check.
So what he's going to do, he's because he's only got like one med pack left, it looks like. So he's going to.
You're still operating off the same med pack.
Oh, it's just the same med pack. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're not. When you fail to roll, you're not burning the med pack.
Okay.
It just means it didn't get applied correctly. It's not. They haven't stabilized or whatnot. So
Okay, so only 2 have been used. Cool. Okay,
Correct.
so I'm just on the 3rd. 1 force point left. You know what? Oh no, wait. Okay, so he's going to stop for a second. Look at Tycho. He's going to work on seems like he's kind of just concentrating, and he is going to use his control force ability of concentration.
okay.
And
what does that do? Pray tell.
Yeah, concentration. Let me pull it up here.
It rebinds the soul to the form.
No.
Oh.
It
No.
saves the chicken.
Yeah. No.
Yes! Yes!
Re-chickenify. No.
That's oddly specific.
Okay,
Here we
so for concentration, the difficulty of it is easy if the Jedi is relaxed and at peace, difficult if the Jedi is filled with aggression, fear, or other negative emotions, very difficult if the Jedi is acting on those negative emotions. He's trying to be as at peace as he can at the moment. The effect here is that when he uses the power, he feels the force flowing through him. If
Mhm.
the skill is successful, the Jedi may add plus 4d to any one action in that round.
Okay.
So the plan would be to use that for his.
So I will
thing.
let you attempt to center yourself real quick
Okay.
with actually, you know what, that would be one of your force powers, actually, the base D. Control sense.
Okay. Should I just roll the control then? Since that's what I'm using right now for the
To
concentration ability,
try
or-
just to try and calm yourself down to see if you can get a better chance with your control or concentrate.
Okay.
Who needs a reroll right now?
Oh, but you got a 6.
I did.
So
Does anyone need a reroll?
6. I think everybody needs a reroll.
I would need a reroll. Yeah, that'd be nice. So 12 total.
So 12, you take a moment. You were definitely high strung at this point, given everything that's happening and the surprise, shock, and awe of everything that just happened. But you remember your training. It's been a while. But much like getting back on a bike and riding, you remember some of the basics that you were taught, and you take a moment to breathe, center yourself, and calm yourself back down. So go ahead and make your check.
Sweet. Okay. Do that again. And that's a 9.
9 is easy.
Easy. And the difficulty is easy if the Jedi is relaxed and at
There you go.
peace. Sweet.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and do that. So it's 4 plus that.
So now that you are, I am one with the Force. The Force is with me.
Yeah. Here we go.
Just no quarterstaff.
With a 6
Yeah.
for his wild die.
30.
Rips that e-brake and coasts around the corner with a 30. So finally, now that you've remembered your training, focused again, and you let that confluence of energy that you've been bottling up at this point flow back through you, you focus on Tycho, and everything just starts falling into place for you. You're relaxed. You realize what you need to do to help administer the med pack and to stabilize him, and it all just comes together like it should with ease.
Sweet.
Montan, as you come around the corner, you can see Owen, and he's just got sweat all over him and dirt, and he's almost dragging Nasara at this point, just trying to get her coming down the street. A short jog, and you'll be caught up to him.
Okay, is there like a normal Uber service? Can I just get a ride around town?
No, most people here they don't really utilize anything like that. There are buses that take you out further, but you have to go to that platform.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll get under the other arm and lend my puny strength.
Both of you roll your strength check. It's going to be easier with 2.
Good, because this is not my area.
10.
5.
Well, again, it's still easier with 2. So you are making more headway at this point. Not a lot, but definitely more than what you had been, Colin. Now that you've got somebody else to help take up the other side at this point, that was kind of just dead weight. Drade. So the people at this point, now that they've helped helped you stabilize them and just like kind of get them out of the way. Mm-hmm. You hear footsteps coming down the platform really quick.
Yeah.
As you can hear ships from above starting to come in. Corsair's probably not far away at this point, since you know that they're coming, and you actually see the techie that you spoke to earlier on. He just tells somebody to like pick up that stuff, basically Alatek's armor. Thank you, Ionize, for the follow. And then he grabs Alatek and just kind of heaves him up over his shoulder. He doesn't even say anything to you, and he just starts booking it to the walkway back up to the platform.
Making new friends, yay!
I like it. And so, yeah, he's gonna work on trying to take Tycho, since he's right there with him. Take Tycho to the ship as well.
Roll your strength, Drade.
Okay.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
Yeah.
Just don't
Not
say
with
that
that
out
roll.
loud.
Not with that roll.
8. Ugh. Shoot.
So, you're like trying to pick him up at this point, and like somebody else comes running and throws Tycho's arm over their shoulder, letting you frees you up to throw his other arm over your shoulder, and you start dragging him off. So immediately that tech, again, he's not asking. The door was left down on your ship. He and that other person, they're just like hustling to try and get to try and get Alatek and his pieces of armor, up onto the vessel and tucked away. And as you see down below, as you just now, with the help of somebody else, get Tycho set down in like one of the bench seats inside the Gurtok freighter, you see 2 other citizens like just kind of, like they've got, one has arms, the other has legs, and they're just essentially walking Ashijak back up into the ship as well.
I thought you were describing the people.
One has arms, one has legs.
Yes.
Oh my god.
They are a very interesting race because they're carrying her with their teeth.
I don't judge.
Hey.
No.
I know, yeah.
Star Wars is weird.
It's,
It is.
Who knows?
100%.
yeah, Drade is thanking all the civilians profusely for their help as they're, walking everybody in.
And then as you And then you start hearing this clank, 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 clank coming around, starting to happen around the city. And it's not to the same beat, but it's almost as if like somebody is like taking something metal and they're hitting it against something else metal. And it's different. It's different too. Like occasionally, maybe it sounds like somebody's taking a wrench and smacking a pipe. Another time it sounds like somebody's taking utensils and like rattling against a pan or something. So they're making noise for some reason. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it starts to build. Like it started near where you guys were, and you can hear it starting to kind of carry throughout the rest of the town for some reason.
So he's looking to are any of the civilians like still nearby him for him to?
No, they're hustling at this point. They're
okay.
They're just like if they're finished with what they're doing, then they're dipping. They're like getting out as quickly as possible.
Okay. How many of us have gotten onto the ship so far then?
At this point, it's just down to Montan and Owen dragging Asara up the platform.
I'm going to tell T4 to head for the ship too.
Okay.
So then he's gonna get on comms and be like, "Hey boys, if you've gotten Asara, we got to get going."
She's not light.
There's two of you. Okay, hold on. I'll come out and help you out.
I am small.
Montan is SMOL.
Yeah.
And Nasara is THICC.
Owen just whispers into his comlink. I used to work in a fleet, not on ground forces.
Right. Yeah, so Drade's going to run out there and see if he can help him out.
Okay, so yeah, and at this point you can see T4 starting to come up, and you can hear a vessel landing not far away, like on another platform.
Okay.
At this point, hard to say what it is, but 3 guesses, and you probably don't need the other 2.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, and so you can still hear like the rattling, coming up, and at this point, the techie kind of runs back out, and you see he ends up he talks to the loader droid, and the loader droid's just like donk, like goes walking over, and starts doing. It actually starts doing what it was doing before. Like it's just like picking stuff up, moving it over a couple, and just picking stuff up, moving it over. Like it's he gave it, a command, go load that stuff, and it's trying to load it, but there's nowhere to load it to. So it's kind of creating a haphazard barricade.
Okay.
Of some kind.
Gotcha.
And at that point, like when you guys finally start getting, everybody on board, he doesn't say anything. He just like waves you forward, and he starts running off to the droid, and he's complaining again, like, no, stupid loader droid. Takes his hat off and like smacks the side. He's like, that's not what I told you to do. And at that moment, you start to see Corsac coming around from one of the other hangar bays. About 5 of them, not a large group, but enough that it would be a problem, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm hurrying everybody up the plank here to get into the ship, then raising that up so that we can start the takeoff procedure.
Yes, everybody is there.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Don't leave us.
Oh, no, yeah. And Drade, why don't, since you're having to do this from the cold at this point, go ahead and give me your transport check.
Okay.
As you are attempting to get the heck out of here as quickly as possible, you are going to need a 16 or better.
Okay.
Difficult, but not impossible.
Do you need another reroll?
That would be nice. He's going to try to use his concentration again.
Okay. So you have centered yourself. Okay. Go ahead and try and use your concentration. You just need an easy or higher check.
Okay. Yeah, that's already going to do it with the 13. Okay.
Depends on what you get from the wild die.
Well, I mean, 13 is already.
He just needs an easy result, so he's foregoing that and just.
Yeah.
He got what he needed.
going
So
in.
go ahead and
So-
double your die pool for your space transport.
Yep.
Oh. I thought that was for the space transport.
Space transport.
Yep, you guys are in a Gertok freighter.
31.
Woo!
That is more than enough.
Punch
Man.
that crap.
And one a Han Solo here.
Yeah, this is probably the fastest takeoff you've ever had with that, and that's pretty satisfying given how this particular issue ended up starting.
Right.
So at least you got that going for yourself, up and away. You're starting to be hailed by Corsac, but obviously they're going to have you land. That's not what you're going to want to do.
Right.
So you're going to want to get the heck out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, why don't you go ahead and roll for ye old astromech droid, because he's got the better astrogation. I believe, correct?
He's got 5D, yeah.
That is better, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that so he can get that going as you guys are taking off out of Atmo.
Nope.
Wow!
System error.
Yeah, so he plugs in, and you see some sparks come flying off that droid. He goes flying back into the corner and just like, mirror.
Montan, what are you doing to me, bud?
He's been through a lot today.
I give you that. We all have. Okay, see what I can do.
Wheel it back up to the interface.
Can I give it a try? I mean, I don't have that.
You're flat out unconscious at this point.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Unfortunately.
We're sleeping.
Yeah. I would
Has it
also
been
like
half
to
an
try.
hour?
Yeah, it
I would
has
also
not
like
yet.
to try-
Okay.
I would also like to try astrogation.
You can
Well,
certainly
Chicken
do that.
does.
You can certainly do that in your dreams.
Yeah. You're right, a minus 20 dice.
His chicken is going to do it.
Yes.
Minus 20.
The grilled chicken.
Poor Pugsworth.
Okay.
So, Drade, it's up to you then.
Yeah.
The droid is down.
Boy. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's keep milking that cow or whatever.
Try to get the concentration again?
cow.
Okay.
Yeah. Doing it again.
Trying to stay calm and trying to stay de-stressed.
8. I think that is still easy, isn't it?
It is, yes.
It is. Okay, sweet.
Easy
All
is
right.
6 through 10.
Right. Nice. Okay, so astrogation, adding to that. 23, and rolling the wild die. 27.
27. Nice. So you start doing your flipping and switching and calculating the odds and the math through your astrogation, making sure that by the time you hit Atmo, you can drop into light speed and get the heck out of here.
Yep.
And that is exactly what happens. As soon as you break out of the atmosphere, boom, you are gone and back into a hyperspace lane. You will know that if they are monitoring at this point, which they probably are, since they were trying to hail you to find out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
This is a transponder issue at this point. So when you get back, you're going to want to deal with that.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Probably go to Elrude like we said we were going to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Owen's going to be taking a look at the restraints Sarah has to see how best to approach this, since 3 of the people are unconscious. One's having to pilot, and the other is God knows what.
Well, to unlock it would be a simple technical check. Unless you have something like security.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 7 are down right now.
Yeah, I got 2D plus 1s, and so I mean,
Okay.
it's worth a shot.
It is worth a shot. Go ahead and roll it. See if you can get anywhere.
Fuck.
2d6. You got to roll. You got to write down the 6.
Put the
Oh.
6 in.
There.
Snake eyes.
Ooh.
That's
10.
better.
Okay. So you take a moment and grab a tool or two from Alatek's bag of many things that he packs on his person, and start to pull the Skyrim routine. You get little, multi-hex tool here and start like going like this, and finally snap that off and pop.
How long was the trip back to Elrude, Drade?
What did we figure that out before?
Well,
4 days?
Actually, no. That was going from where you were. You're still in the Outer Rim.
Oh, that's right.
So Outer Rim to Outer Rim is much, much faster.
Okay.
Honestly, I was saved by a hair because some, I think, other bounty hunters shot at either me or the bounty hunters on the speeder.
Let me get that
with
pulled
a
up here real quick.
light
So
repeater.
we are in Outer
It was at
Rim,
the
going
sun.
to Outer Rim. So it's going to take a total of 48 hours.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Couple of days thereabouts. Ship didn't take any hits, looks like, so we should
Do
be
we-
okay.
Do we have medical supplies enough for 2 days? Can we?
I got a med pack.
Well, Alatek's got his backpack full of medical supplies. We're gonna have to ask him for help because it seems like he's got some of that. I've got training, but
Well, that
yeah,
helps, I know.
I mean, wherever we go, it's gonna help if we can get him to there's a Bacta tank or some sort of medical professional,
Yeah,
or
I was just-
being a medical droid if we could find one.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't deal with biological things. I'm just asking if they're going to make it home.
Oh,
Or we
yeah.
can stop somewhere else and get them help faster.
Speaking
No,
of
right.
which, Montan, you're the one who called Gorfsek, correct?
Yeah.
Did your droid by any chance get everything from that computer?
He didn't get much of anything. He wasn't trying to retrieve information.
Damn it.
Right? He was trying to retrieve information, but only where you guys were and what was happening. I was in a dark room when all the firefighting started.
And Nasara, about this moment, you start to wake up.
I'm gonna groan, and I'm gonna say,
Too
"Anybody catch that bantha?"
Well, Owen did a great job at trying, but he caught you instead of him. But good that we caught you. You can thank Owen.
And she's just gonna groan again.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, we'll do what we can. Everyone's stable at least, and everyone can rest. We're in hyperspace, so no one's going to come after us. But is there anything you can do with regard to our transponder? Because they clearly are going to know that signal at this point. It's CorpSec. They're going to track that however they can.
Can I roll that, Jerry? I mean,
You sure can. It's burning a transponder signal. The only thing you can do right now is basically give it no signal whatsoever. It comes up, basically, it's like a blank card.
so space transport repair.
Yeah.
Or security.
No, it would not be security.
Actually,
Now, if you could actually get into another database, you've seen Andor, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So when Luthen Rail is up against that vessel, that Imperial vessel coming up behind him,
right.
and he hits a button and he's immediately got a new transponder, that's
Right.
basically what you need.
Yeah.
It's like a license plate.
Yeah, I get it.
So right now you can
roll the
burn it
14.
to give it nothing. So no real ID register. But if you can get someplace with like a shipyard or something, and get connected there, you could come up with a mask to a similar transport out of wherever planet you want.
We need to get more serious about being criminals.
Yeah, pretty much.
I rolled a 14, so does that shut it off?
That is good. Well, it doesn't shut it off; it blanks it out. Basically,
Well, that's what I mean.
but yeah, it sure does.
Okay, so we're nobody for the moment.
Okay.
Which might be a problem when we hit Elrude because they won't know it's us either.
I mean, one
we can
quick
Figure that out
speech.
when we get there.
Exactly. Yeah, better that than nothing. Thank you. Oh boy.
We can
Okay.
we can let them know that we ran to a bounty hunter.
Yeah. Shoot, that was fast.
Mandel-
Did you get any idea who that was? You were the closest.
I can't say, but if I had to take a guess, it was a Mandalorian bounty hunter.
Oh,
Great.
what?
Mandalorian. The
What is-
Empire
what's
deals with them.
Am I still out, by the way, Jerome?
Let me take a look. Maybe, maybe not. Because if you're up, the others are up.
This might be a good time to mention that after Nar Shaddaa, there was a bounty placed on me.
Oh yeah, this seems like a great time to tell us that.
Oh, thanks for telling us now. Well,
I would have expected a bounty hunter to come after me, but you?
they worked fast. How did they find you so quick?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
Huh.
There was a second one, though. There was a second one.
Yeah.
A
Wasn't
second
sure.
what?
Wasn't a great shot with I would assume a light repeater, but they scared off the one that was trying to get you.
Yeah.
He was about to try and shoot me down with a
A second
Speeder.
bounty hunter?
So it does out of character. It doesn't say how long you guys are down for that. It only said incapacitated. So we will say you guys eventually get up. It's 48 hours. You're still pretty seriously wounded at this point. You're going to need extended rest in order to recover.
Yeah. I would only
But
give
eventually
a
on the flight, you guys will wake up.
Okay.
I will only assume a second one because if I'm not, because they were shooting either at me or the one with the speeder. They
They
weren't.
were on our side and they were firing stunning rounds.
Yeah,
So
I saw the stunning rounds too.
okay.
They scared off the one with the speeder because he was definitely going to try to shoot me with the speeder. It was armed.
Right.
Oh, I wonder.
Well, nice
out of
job.
character, Jerome. Jerome, did my bounty say who had placed it?
Who had play? Yes, but you didn't get those details when you were there.
Okay.
Bounties almost always say who placed it or who the collecting agent is, so that way the person knows where they need to go back to if they successfully got
Okay.
the bounty.
But I don't know that.
Correct.
I don't know who it was.
Correct.
Okay.
If I had to take,
You have a good estimation of who probably did it, though.
if I had to take a wild guess, either a bounty on the bounty hunter or a rival bounty hunter aiming to collect her bounty.
Granted, but he could have then come after us. He didn't. I don't even know where he went. Or she. Don't even know.
How did we get off the planet?
Well, we
Anyone
grabbed
else?
everyone after your attacker threw a thermal grenade and messed up half
Oh,
of our
gosh.
crew. We had to go around and play, doctor and nurse and make sure everyone was stabilized. Did that, and some people helped us out to get everybody on the ship. And I punched it right as Corsac was trying to make their way to us.
I did
Oh,
accidentally
boy.
shoot you in the process.
Oh,
I
I
wouldn't have
know the
said
color of that, but that's too late for that.
Oh.
I was aiming for the bounty hunter.
Oh.
I was
Oh,
aiming
also,
for the bounty.
Owen, I didn't get your identity uploaded. Like, we never got the chance for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
I mean, we'll
Did we
find
make it
another
up?
way somehow.
Bright side is, at least now we have that freaking plasma torch.
Did we make it
Yeah.
off with the goods?
Sure.
Did our
I
contact
mean, we already had
get in
the
trouble?
We already had the goods.
We already
Yeah.
had the core. We were just still
So,
staying there just to see if we could get
everything's-
that ID loaded up for Owen. But
Nothing's changed.
Then
about
you
that.
happened.
Okay.
Yeah, then the
Yeah.
bounty hunter happened.
Wait, do I have to report to to the guy, to the Lord?
no.
He's-
If Tycho's not up when we get there, I'll report to him. I've actually already talked
I-
to him. So
I can't.
We'll
do-
probably have to tell him that we got jumped by a bounty hunter.
So that is where we're going to stop for the night. As everybody is heading back to Elrude. Keep in mind, home base is Pelagon, so you guys are heading to Elrude,
yeah.
Oh,
which is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just to shake them off our tail.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
totally fine too. You guys have got some allies there on Elrude, so it's wasn't a bad choice. Plus,
Right. Yeah,
it was
so
only 48
it-
hours away as opposed to several days away.
Exactly.
We can get some like medical care there.
Correct.
Medical treatment.
Yes.
And then head over.
Lando.
I just wanted to emphasize you guys did not make a bad choice, even though there may have been a misconception as to where you guys were going. So.
Right.
So would you say our Star Wars crew is worse or better criminals than our Cyberpunk crew?
That's a good question.
But
That's a
before we
really
sign
good
off, for the night, we need to do
Answer.
XP.
Oh
yeah, that's
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yes.
I was also
Mars.
born in July.
Yes.
No, you weren't.
Mm,
I was born in 2 different months.
Sure.
How many
One out
birthdays
the
do you
first.
have?
Chicken.
It's like my
Just
fake
Chicken was
ID.
born.
Just Davey.
His
And
chicken
then
was
it died.
born in his
Then it
chicken
died.
was born in July.
So, who wants to roll monthly XP? 1d6.
Not me.
Not
Not
it.
Not
right.
me.
I'll roll.
There, 1d6 plus 1.
Is it? Okay.
And while he's doing
Good
that,
roll. Good roll.
everybody, I hope you guys all have a fun and safe 4th of July.
Nice.
Nice.
Hmm.
You as well.
So what do we get?
5.
Nice.
I
Okay,
get
so
to console my
make-
dog as he tries to become part of
make
me.
sure you write down 5 character points. So obviously none of us are doing anything for the 4th. It's not a game day, but Friday, day after that, is Vampire the Masquerade. Probably one of the last ones until we start to pause and kick off the new World of Darkness game. So that's going to start at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Saturday is our Marvel Superheroes game.
Let's go.
That is going to start at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So looking forward to both of those. We've got some story arcs that are wrapping up in Vampire, and then we've got some story arcs that are still popping off in Marvel. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And of course, week after that, or following week, Wednesday and Thursday is Cyberpunk, and then Street Fighter, both at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you guys all for who rated us, who tuned in and chatted and said hi and followed. And we will catch you guys all again next time, and have a happy and safe 4th of July. Good night, guys.
No! Fetus Day.